What's good? It's your boy Jay Savage. I am the host of the TimeForToku podcast, and today I am here with not one but two special guests. We have my boy Austin. How you doing?
Taking this one, my RansikVsMaster Records, brother Bloodstains. What's up, y'all?
You want to plug your social?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really post them. I don't really use my socials the way I should be using them, but my Instagram is just Omni Ranger. That's OMNI Ranger at the end because I don't have a favorite color. And my Twitter is Austin Jones 6, just my name with the number 6. And my YouTube channel, which I have not made a video for in years, is One Man Sentai. So yeah, that's about it.
Those of y'all who haven't seen his videos, they're pretty good. Should definitely check them out.
I keep saying I'm going to make a
have
comeback, but I never do.
Yeah, for sure. We waiting on that too. Now that you put out, you're gonna be having those comments like, "Yo, you lied to us, man. Where are they?" 4 weeks later.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
we have a brand new podcast member, Mrs. E. How you doing?
What's up, y'all? What's up? My name is E. I'm from Chicago. You feel me?
Hey, Chi-Town.
Chicago.
My my Twitter and my Instagram is the Shy Rose. Shy as in Chicago, like the first 3 letters, and Rose. So on both my socials.
So is this still the Chirac or no?
Huh? I hate when people call it Chirac. That makes me angry.
Don't be doing that to the Chicago people. They're very fierce about that, man.
Hey, since we're talking about our own cities, let me go ahead and rep Houston real quick. The best city in Texas, which is the best state in the country.
No.
Y'all mad because y'all know I'm right. We got Shipley's, and we got the best Shipley's on Ella Boulevard in Houston, Texas. If y'all ever
Look,
get
the
the
only
privilege
reason
to
why
be in
you can rep
Houston,
Texas. Look, the only reason why you can rep Texas is because you guys got Whataburger, right?
that's not the only reason why, and you know it.
Sound
That's
like
just the
you
best.
said.
That's not the only reason why. That's just the best reason why. Thank you.
Sound like you said best state in the country. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you do. You just don't want to admit it.
That's a weird way to pronounce New York, man.
Nah, that's the right way to pronounce New York.
All right, we also got Black Wing. How you doing, bro?
I am good, bro. I am actually excited today because we got a lot of black people up in this chat. So power to the black folks.
Man, hell
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
We got Deca, who's also black.
Hey, yo, it's Deca, and like Jay Savage just said, I am also black. Power to the people.
Black.
We got. He said, "Haha,
black."
Fuck it, I'll take it. Yo, we
black
got
and black.
Mr. Awesome.
Hey, I'm the only Hispanic person on this podcast, and also I got some awesome news. Freaking Steve from Minecraft have joined Smash Brothers roster, so I'm pretty excited.
I knew someone's gonna mention that dumb shit.
What is this Smash Brothers you speak
Wait,
of?
question, Mr. Awesome. Are you feeling awesome today?
Damn straight, yeah.
Got it.
Oh,
You listen. You
awesome.
gotta feel awesome, or it's not an awesome stream. If you don't feel awesome, we're not doing it tonight. That's how it is. The whole podcast is canceled. Yo, Psycho, it's been a while, man. What's up?
Education's fucking me over, but we're here.
Man, that sounds like a college student if I ever heard one.
You gotta love it.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh, I'm so glad that's behind me.
Yourself, Jay Savage?
What's up?
You good, Jay Savage?
Oh yeah, I am awesome. All you lovely people today, of course.
Listen, I want to just say something
lovely.
quickly. Please check out Black Wing's channel, please. He makes content about retro reviews, PR reviews. What else do you do, Black Wing?
I do voice acting videos, even though I've been lacking on that, and I also do live streams, and I talk about old school cartoons called Retro Throwback, where I just talk about like cartoons I used to air from like the 90s, 2000s. So yeah, and thank you for repping me, Psycho.
Man.
I appreciate it.
No, your content's great, mate. More people need to watch it.
That actually sounds nice because I
definitely, yeah.
finally started
Blackwing.
Batman the Animated Series recently, and I'm loving it.
You just now starting it?
Dude,
Never really watched it as
don't
a
go into
kid.
detail with that, because if he went into like a DC fan convention about that, he's gonna be like, "You just started Batman the Animated Series in
I'm like, yo,
2020?"
the greatest
Hey,
piece of Batman ever.
Man, I'm only about 40 something episodes in, and I even think that that's just like it's like the most. This is the closest I've ever gotten to experiencing a perfect version of Batman. And I even
And
believe that even before I watched the series. I've just been too
wait till
lazy
you
to
watch
watch
the
the damn
movies.
series.
The movies
Ooh,
are
I can't
even
wait to
better.
watch the movies. I can't wait to watch the movies.
Wait, there's movies for the animated series?
Mask of the Phantasm, Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
And Return
Yes,
of Joker.
I've seen Sub-Zero. I didn't know that was for the actual animated series.
Gentlemen,
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
somebody asked, can we get on with the intro?
Yes,
Yes, my lady.
We got
yes,
an
ma'am.
intro?
We got Tanera, which
Yeah.
is our final intro. Last but not least, how you doing?
Hi, it's your local trash gremlin non-binary, and I'm almost done with my first Sentai.
Nice.
Ooh.
What is your first
Which one?
Sentai?
My first Sentai is Gokaiger, which is weird because that includes a lot of spoilers for previous Sentai that I have no context over.
It's
I
fine.
Don't
did.
worry,
You've seen
you'll
Super
get
I
over
did
it.
warn you about that. I did warn you
I
about
don't.
that.
I'm not gonna remember like any of them though.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
fair.
god, that was my
Gokaiger
first Sentai too.
yeah, that was the first Sentai that I've watched like all the way through while it was airing. Because I had seen Go On Shinkenger and Go Sager while they're airing, but not every single episode. Gokaiger though was
Watch me
when
tweet a
I was
whole
seeing it
ass
every single week.
thread about a review of Gokaiger and just me praising it.
I'm looking forward to that.
See, I wanted to do that.
I
I got too lazy.
also do have something in the works. I don't want to like say much about it, but like I'm just gonna give this general description. I'm gonna essentially be doing a Watso videos kind of thing for Power Rangers. So that's the only description I'm giving you all without any context. Please look forward to that.
Hey, you said Power Rangers. That's all the description that I need to be sold.
Exactly.
I know what you're talking about, man. I'm already sold.
All right. So for Austin and E, what we do for our newcomers is we ask them what's their favorite Power Ranger season and why, and what's your favorite Sentai season and why. If you haven't seen Sentai, you can always say a season that you really want to see or something. But we'll start with you, Austin.
All right. Power Rangers, it's kind of a complicated one. I don't have a favorite series, mainly because I've just been so attached to the entire franchise since day one. But I do have a top 9. Not a top 10, a top 9.
Yikes.
That's
no
a
specific
interesting list.
because
Top
I couldn't
9.
I could not figure out what the 10th in that top 10 would be. And I don't even have a specific order in which are my top 10.
All right, so say your top 9 and we'll fill out what your
All
10th
right.
one is.
All right, so you got Zeo, of course, Lightspeed Rescue, which is probably, if not definitely, in my top 5. Time Force,
Go.
There we
which
go.
either
Time Force. All I needed.
it either is in my top 5 or it's number 6, and I definitely keep that one close to me because one of my closest friends, Michael Brett, that's his favorite season. Then you got
Yo,
Dino
shout out
Thunder,
to
then you got Dino Thunder, of course, which I grew up with. Jungle Fury, RPM, Dino Charge, and then Beast Morphers. And now that I think about it, I'm really hoping Dino Fury will be number 10 in that top 10.
Okay. I mean,
You didn't name SPD.
That's because SPD ain't in there, fam.
listen, defund the police,
Fair
man.
play.
You gotta defund the police.
Hold up, we doing video now?
No, I don't know what the fuck happened. Yo,
that was by accident. That was by accident. Deca, turn your camera off, bro.
Yo.
I turned my video on by accident. Sorry, folks.
All right, so
Now you're good. All right,
now I gotta name my favorite Sentai because that was a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure.
B-Dubs knows this already. Kyoryuger.
Yep.
Man,
This man love Kyoryuger.
let me tell you about Kyoryuger.
Easy.
That was my first Sentai, actually. Fun fact.
I love it so much. It is so much fun. All the music is just fire. I love that transformation dance. I love that morpher. That was the first Bandai of Japan morpher that I ever gotten, and I was only in high school when I got that. And I just love that series from beginning to end. It was amazing.
You have all of the Judenchi.
Sort of all of them.
Really?
The only one I don't have in terms of the main ones is Tobaspinos. But I have the Bandai
Why
of
didn't
America.
you?
But I have the
You
Bandai
can
of
just
America
get the DX sets that has everything in it.
because that cost a lot of money and I already had like a good chunk of them by the time that thing was already announced. And like I said, I was still in high school, so that was gonna be a lot to pay for.
Well, actually, I can go on Mandarake now and try and find. I'll go on Mandarake and try and find one quickly. But go ahead.
But yeah, Kyoryuger is definitely my favorite Sentai, hands down. And one of their fight songs called Tataka Kyoryuger. When I
I
first
love
heard that
that.
song, and the other few times I heard that, when I didn't expect to hear it, I just lose it every single time, and I get so hyped hearing it. It's probably my favorite song of that season. Second
Okay.
is Gold's theme song.
I love that theme song. My favorite
Mhm.
Six Ranger theme songs.
Oh, from Zio.
No, from Kyoryuger. Kyoryu
Kyoryuger.
Oh,
Austin.
Gold Zero Rangers theme song is pretty badass too.
Oh yeah,
Let's
for
mention
sure.
that.
Hands down. Hands
Man,
down.
Gold Ranger overall is just pretty damn good. He got a good theme song. I love his weapon, his costume. It is the drip. It is fantastic, and that whole mystery they had behind him is chef's kiss right there.
I want to say this, Austin. Two things. One, on Mandarake, the Tobaspino, I think it's Gashapon and the candy toy. They're like $5.
Oh yeah, I might
So
get that, but I'm not even sure
you
because
might
I
get that,
still
but you just bought a
yeah
Cougar belt, so
yeah. But at the same time,
a small
yeah,
price to pay.
yeah, I was actually gonna wait to say that later on, but yeah. But
Oh,
also, I also have the Bandai of America version of all the Kyoryuger Zords. I have all the main Dino Charge Zords, so I don't really see
yeah,
myself
the
getting anything.
Dino Charge are better than the Kyoryuger ones because they
So
don't break.
I really don't see myself getting anything from Kyoryuger or Dino Charge anytime soon. But if I do, it's just gonna be the Mobuckle, since I only have the empty version of number 16 and the Gaber de Caliber because I don't have the sword to make the cannon.
Fair enough. Also, what was I say? The song that plays in the final, when they do the final henshin, and I think it's called History's Strongest Brave or something like that.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. They had also played
The one
that
that
at the beginning of Kyoryuger versus Go
Sorry,
Busters
yeah,
after the title.
that song is my favorite of the show. That one's amazing to me.
Yeah, I wasn't fond of it at first, but it kind of grew on me actually.
Because the first time I saw it, they were henching and they were just sliding the barrels off of the floor, the goons. So he did it with his sword. And I'm just like, yes, this is amazing.
Yeah.
okay.
Was there a favorite of anything else that was supposed to?
No,
you did.
just favorite season, favorite Sentai.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, dope. That was definitely my first Sentai season. And yeah, you lucky you mentioned Time Force because I was about to let you have it.
Man, I was about to let myself have it if I forgot to mention that.
Anyone who don't mention Time Force does not deserve to be called a fan.
They're not allowed
Hold up,
in.
hold
They're
up,
not allowed
hold
in
up. I don't know
the
about
podcast.
hold up. I don't know about all that because I will say this. There is a friend. Well, I'll probably talk about this later when we get all the priority stuff to talk about out of the way. But there's a friend of mine that I got into Power Rangers, and she likes a lot of the good seasons, of course.
But
But
not
she
Time
has.
Force.
Oh no, she loves Time Force. But there are some times where she has opinions that are very different from everyone else's, and because of how different they are, I actually like her point of view for some of the stuff. Like she
Oh yeah,
actually likes
definitely.
she thinks Samurai is just okay. She sort of likes Megaforce. She kind of likes Ninja Steel, but she doesn't really like SPD that much. Like she was struggling so much to
Really?
go through that season. And honestly, I can see why. Because as much as I do like SPD, I know there's a part of me somewhere deep down. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about SPD that I don't attach to as much. as much as I enjoy the season, as much of a good season I think it is, there's just something about it that like I don't like. I don't know what it is.
Hey, everybody can have as much different opinions if you want, but if Time Force is not in your top 5, rewatch it. Word.
Oh, I do say this, J Savage. As you've seen Time Ranger, what things do you think Time Ranger's done better than Time Force?
Time Ranger's done better than Time Force.
What things, J Savage? Because he needs to think critically
Better.
on what things Time Ranger did better than Time Force, or vice
Better
I think
than
versa.
we
Time
could say
Force. I think if there was just, I don't really know specifically, but if there's just one thing that I could think of that they at least did better, I think it's just what they did with their respective Blue Rangers.
Yeah.
Because
I have two
think-
things. I have two things.
I do like
Yeah.
what they did with Lucas,
I
especially
say.
with him and Adira, but because they sort of shifted over that ISA stuff to Rancic, they didn't really give Lucas much to do. But
Because ISA
lucky
was
for
just-
a
them,
lot more
but lucky,
sense now.
but lucky for them, Lucas was a good-looking man, and he had a good enough charisma and charm and coolness to him for it not to be that much of a problem.
He's not one of my favorite Blue Rangers, but the Time Blue suit is my favorite suit of the Time Rangers. So I actually
That's
like how the
understandable.
black and blue work. But one thing I need to say, Domon, Time Yellow, is one of the best fucking Rangers I've ever seen in my life. Like I relate to him so much.
Oh, he's great.
I actually prefer him more than Katie, like guaranteed in my opinion.
And I like Katie better.
Man,
Hey,
strong
Dawn had
black
a-
woman. Ooh, I
Hey,
love
respect
Katie.
the black
Yeah,
woman.
you know what you need to do now? Once you finish Time Ranger, watch the Time Ranger episode of Gokaiger. You don't need to know the content about Gokaiger, but Domon is in the Gokaiger episode,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it'll make you cry.
Yeah,
It'll
I
make you
remember
cry.
that.
It made me cry.
I had done my rewatch of Gokaiger like not too long after I finished Time Ranger, and I enjoyed that episode a lot more after knowing that he was dating someone and this dude
Yeah, I
made
wanna
her a
know-
single mother. I just
I
thought
was
about
10.
that.
I was 10 when Gokaiger came out.
Hold up. Before we continue, we still got one person that needs to give their opinion on their
Yes,
favorite
yes.
Ranger
Yeah.
season and favorite
Yeah.
Oh
Sentai.
yeah, sorry.
So,
So, Miss
Austin,
E,
were you
what?
done?
Is it
Was
okay to
Austin
speak
done?
now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
It's cool. My favorite Power Rangers season, I would have to say, In Space through Lightspeed Rescue.
Hey.
And there's no disrespect to Time Force. Time Force is great. It's just I have a more sentimental bond with those 3 seasons because I had the videotape of like Pacific like sagas with those seasons. So
right.
like In Space, I had the Psycho Ranger saga. Lost Galaxy,
That's
I
fair.
had the
That
Lights
is
of
very fair.
Orion. And with In Space, I mean with Lightspeed Rescue, I also had like the team up episode with Lost Galaxy and the Titanium Ranger
You had that
saga.
VHS too?
The
Yeah.
3D tape, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had that too.
I still got that.
Nah,
I
I
never
still got
watched it in
that too.
3D.
I feel so bad because Trakina did not deserve what Trakina's Revenge did to her.
The weird thing though is that my copy of it wasn't in 3D. I don't understand that.
Neither was mine. It just said Power Rangers in
Nah,
3D. It
it
wasn't even
wasn't.
in 3D.
But yeah, that was definitely a good era of Power Rangers. Even though it did stem a little further away from their age demographic in terms of their storytelling, it was just phenomenal.
Hey,
quote Nate.
it's called the GOAT era for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Trakina's
those-
Revenge.
Lost Galaxy is the G, Lightspeed's the O, Time Force is the A, and Wild Force is the T.
You
No
watched
matter
that
what
time?
people say about
Lightspeed. No, not Lightspeed. Lost Galaxy. A
All
is
right,
somebody
back
with
to,
taste.
all right, back to
back
L.
to E.
Anyway, back to Miss E with her favorite Sentai opinion.
So yeah, so those 3 have sentimental feeling. My favorite Sentai, I have 3 as well. Gokaiger because that was my first Sentai that I watched in full. So of course, your first Sentai is gonna have a special place in your heart. And I also liked how they honored like all of the seasons that they could, because it's hard to trying to like tie in like 30, 35 like teams and trying to like match their lore. But I thought they did a good job from what I
Yeah.
know for most things about it. So
It also
I
it al-
I
Okay,
like
so I love E already.
yeah.
so I like stuff like I like when shows give honor to those who came before them. It's weird.
Yeah.
I like stuff
It's
like
great.
that.
And I'm not about Oh, sorry. Keep going.
My second would have to be I like Kyuoger as well. I just like the
Let's go.
it was so colorful to me, and I thought the
Sorry.
characters were dope.
Which Sentai did
Oh,
you say?
oh, you said Q Ranger.
Or Kyuoger.
Oh, Kyuuger.
That's
Oh, I'm
Zioja, the
sorry.
Q one.
I'm pronouncing it all wrong. I'm sorry.
No, you're
My
good.
bad.
No, you're good.
My words
Wait, so
have
you
been
meant
messed.
You meant Q Ranger, correct?
No, Kyuoger.
Zioja.
No,
The one with the Q?
Kyuoger.
Oh,
The
Kyoryuger.
Dino Charge counterpart, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
the
oops.
Dino Ranger.
Okay.
Kyuuja.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
Okay,
like,
the
am I
good
saying
Kyuuja. You're
I
saying
just like the
Zioja.
characters. I like the Zords. It was cool. And my last one would have to be Magic Ranger. That was the second season that I watched in full. And I like elemental stuff. I'm a Sailor Moon fan, so anything with elemental powers got my vote.
That's fair.
So
To be
yeah.
honest,
You girl are a cultured soul. We gonna get along just fine.
unlike me, I am not as cultured as I should be, especially for my age.
I wanna
To be
before we
honest,
enter the topics. Sorry, before we enter the topics, I thought I want to mention that something completely random about not Q Ranger, Q Major. Has anyone seen the trailer for next week?
Yes.
for the Scratch Mother
Yeah,
and Daughter
Geki
coming back.
Ranger tribute.
Mhm.
It's not even a tribute. Basically, when Q Major first started, people thought, oh, Senna is part of Scratch. It makes sense. They do sports X, Y, Z. And then like I saw the episode for next week. And I'm like, oh my god, they got Miki, and they got what's her name? Matsumi, I think it is. Basically the Scratch lady and her daughter to come in, which
Yeah.
I'm shocked about that. They actually, I thought it was just a nice Easter egg. I didn't know it was fucking canon, which it actually makes no sense because Kyo Ranger and Geki Ranger have nothing in common.
Well, they do now.
Yeah, true, but I'm like, that, I'm actually there. Like, I was shocked because Geki Ranger never got 10 years after because Yellow, Blue, and Violet are retired.
Were they retired
So
by
this is
by their 10-year anniversary?
yeah. No, I think
Okay.
Yellow retired 2010.
Ooh.
Because 10 years after happened the year the show ended. Blue
Yeah.
retired in 2017, and Violet retired in 2018.
Ah.
That's why he wasn't.
So
This is the best we're getting.
it was long before it.
And Geki Ranger is a thing that everyone needs to see. Jungle Fury does something better, but Geki Ranger is an outstanding show. Like the villains are like top tier Sentai villains.
Jungle Fury. Such a great underrated season.
So for all the new people, those of y'all who don't know, this is what Psycho does. He talks up.
Noted.
Yeah, sorry
It was,
about
on the top,
that.
it was on the top of my mind, bothering me that I need to talk
Yeah,
about it to people who understand.
And no, anything Sentai related, if he thinks about it, we will hear about it for the next 10 minutes. But
And Rider.
If we're gonna be,
yeah, and Kamen Rider.
Oh yeah, and Ryder. Oh boy.
if we're
So
gonna be,
we
Fair,
are.
it's like 3 a.m. for him.
Yeah. He's like on fucking 10 caffeine pills or some shit.
Only 10?
True.
He's got that like
Thanks for
3 a.m.
understanding.
brain. I get
Thanks for
it.
understanding.
Also, E. Yes. I love your choices. Also, though, I'm glad that you mentioned the pre-Saban season because we have like a lot of freaking Disney lovers over here. and like for some reason
Does that sound like
Guilty.
disrespect?
the majority.
Excuse you, my favorite was Lost Galaxy.
Well, yeah. All right, listen, y'all. But when it comes to the group chat, y'all be overpowering with those Disney seasons, and yeah, we had this debate before. Y'all said Disney had better seasons, which I don't agree with. They do have
Okay, well,
iconic ones, but pre-Saban
well,
seasons is where it's
Disney's L to W ratio, like their W's are more higher than most other, like comparatively.
at. Disney has more seasons.
If you make an average of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, technically,
the rate.
do we count Wild Force? Do we count Wild Force
No.
as a Disney or
now
Saban
Wild
season?
Force.
No.
Wild Force is
No.
mostly Saban.
Yeah, it
The
was
way
mostly
I see
Saban
it, the
staff
first
and
half
for
of
Wild
Wild Force
Force.
is a Saban season, and the second half is a Disney season. That's how I see it.
It's the same. It's the same with Beast Morphers. Like I really feel like Beast Morphers is still a Saban
No
season.
wonder the Animus arc
No,
was
Beast
trash.
Morphers, no.
I want to
Beast
say
Wait,
Morphers,
what?
Beast Morphers.
Go Busters was picked by Saban. I don't know
No,
how I believe
well,
that, to be honest, because
well,
that's
no,
something I want to say
Go
about that.
Busters. Well, Go Busters was picked by Hasbro because they didn't announce
No, it
that
was
until
Saban, bro.
after Hasbro. Was it?
Because
Yeah, it's Saban.
Because
Saban picked
I want to talk.
Ghostbusters.
Hey
okay.
guys,
Oh shoot, you're right.
It was
I
picked
don't know.
because Chip Lynn wanted to do Ghostbusters instead of
Yeah.
Dino Charge, but they
And
made
by the
him do
time,
Dino Charge. So
yeah,
Yes.
and by the time they announced it, Hasbro had only bought the toy license before buying the entire franchise.
yeah,
I don't know how much I
Ghost.
believe the Go Buster thing, because I just want to get this all out there. Remember, there was a big image for Shattered with every single Ranger. They showed like the Robo Rangers for like the Evil Rangers from Turbo, but the Green Q Ranger was on it.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember that?
I remember that.
But
Oh
then,
yeah, I saw that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
but then once Beast Morphers was announced, they took her
Mm-hmm.
away from it, and their thing was like, oh, we'll try to look for Camille on Google Images, and she's what came up. No,
That's
because
stupid.
yeah, exactly. Camille's completely different. A and B. There's multiple images of Green Chameleon Power Ranger. That's Camille. So I don't know how much of that I believe. And also, Bandai America helped Japan design the Q Ranger stuff. Like all the toys, like all the suits, all the Zords, all the weapons.
All right, so
So
this is
I'm
how.
pretty sure.
Real quick, this is how it went down. So Chip Lynn wanted to do Go Busters way back in 2015, but
Yeah.
Saban wanted to do Dino Charge because obviously Dinosaur Cell, and then he didn't feel like Go Busters looked like quote unquote Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
But
Well,
because
this is also
Beast Morphers was supposed to be Chip Lynn last season, that was like, you know what? Since it's your last season, you can go ahead and do the season you want to do. And he wanted to
makes
do
sense.
Ghostbusters.
But then Chip Lynn
And-
actually said that Ninja Steel was going to be a good show, and we all would have to take pills about
He
it.
was
So
he was half right. He was
I
half
mean, it's a
right.
good show to
Somewhat.
have since he made it. You know,
I always thought.
I mean, technically, I will
Hey,
say
he's talking, Murphy.
I sort of like Ninja Steel, especially
Get outta
Super
here.
Ninja Steel, because 2018 has an entire year, which is a great year to be a Power Rangers fan, honestly. But
It was.
Ninja Steel was
It
Ninja
was.
Steel was either on Ninja Steel was always like on the very opposite ends of things that they got right and things that they got wrong. It was never in the middle. They either did things really well or they did things pretty bad.
Ninja Steel, the thing is, the only person I actually kind of like is Preston, but the others I hate.
I hated Preston.
Preston, I like. He was the best one out of them. He ain't good, but he's the best one out of them.
I can't find one good Ranger in Ninja Steel. That's the issue for me.
I thought you
No,
said
no,
you
no,
loved
no, no.
Sarah.
I
I thought you said you loved
thought
Sarah, Jay.
Guys,
I
No,
love-
I think it's something.
we are all
I think
wrong.
it's what he loves about Sarah.
Listen,
True. Mate,
I love her
we're all wrong.
artistic
We know the
choice.
best Ranger of Ninja Steel. We know the best Ranger of Ninja Steel. It's Mick. It's fucking Mick.
He sucked too.
I was thinking Sarah.
To jump
Honestly-
back to the Go Buster thing, I always thought that they skipped Go Buster because of how difficult the Zord combination was for kids.
I think that was just one of those things that people said that's why they skipped it when they don't even know why because they're not part of the crew.
Toys as well, though. They didn't believe Go Busters
Yeah.
would sell.
Because
Yeah,
I'm not sure you guys know this. Go Buster. The reason why Go Buster doesn't have a gimmick is because Bandai Japan didn't release every Ranger key in Gokaija, so they had to do Ranger keys during Go Buster to finish everything. So
You know
Go
what?
Buster's gimmick was Ranger keys because of Gokaija. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they wanted to keep selling because it sold really well.
No, Go Buster didn't have a gimmick, so they could sell the rest of the Ranger keys.
Yeah, I know. Ranger
did.
Keys sold
Well,
really
that's pretty.
well. That's why they kept it going with Go Busters.
They
That's
only
odd.
made red and they made every red, most six, I think every six. Go Ranger, Go Onja, Shinkenja, and Go Seija. That's all they managed to do in year one.
But
That's
yeah,
honestly surprisingly considerate of them that they did that.
but back
But then
to
like
E,
most of
like
them
we
were Gashapon. So
What were you saying, Jay?
yeah, I was saying back to E. So yeah, we will basically count Wild Forest as a Saban season, just like we count Beast Morphers as Saban season, because we won't really see any difference until DinoFury airs. Really?
Oh,
You know?
I thought Beast Morphers was completely Hasbro. Not like completely Hasbro,
Nah.
but since it was
it's
after,
considered as a Hasbro season.
yeah, I considered it a Hasbro season because even though they announced it, they didn't go into production until after they bought the entire franchise.
Here's the
That is
thing.
true.
It's difficult though because it's under Hasbro brand Allspark, yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Hasbro did nothing to the season. It's still all Saban writers. It's still all Saban people. Why you think
Hang on.
all the
Okay,
people
well,
got fired?
hang on.
during Beast
I don't know.
Morphers?
Okay, I don't know. Well, we got to go back to that, but I don't know about it being all Saban because the quality in all of Beast Morphers, comparing it to Samurai, Megaforce, and about half of Ninja Steel, that doesn't seem like Saban.
Well, here's the thing: you would have got this with Saban anyway, just because of the fact that the only reason we see a huge jump in quality is because like most of it is like original footage, but that's obviously because you can't reuse like the suits and reuse some of the footage because it's like so old. That's why when like if you're watching Beast Morphers, you can always tell like when they're jumping between footage because like footage looks older and dimmer, so it's like. They can't have that the whole season. That's why they had to like shoot a lot of original. You know what I mean?
I actually thought it looked perfectly fine. Like I couldn't tell. Like there were times where I couldn't tell when they jumped between because I mean the footage still looked pretty good to me.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the color for me. It's mainly the color.
Dino Charge Gold suit from stock footage to original footage was quite bad because the gold didn't match.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Just
it
for
was like the
reference,
champagne gold.
I'm not gonna
just
lie.
for reference, Chip
I'm
Lin,
not gonna lie.
if we're
I
gonna
stopped.
give Chip Lin credit, he wrote most of. I'm not sure. I think most of. I'm on the wiki page. He wrote In Space, Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed, Time Force, Dino Charge, Ninja Steel, and Beast
He
Morphers.
did Turbo too, I think, right?
The only
he did like 5 episodes of Turbo.
There is one problem that I have with Chip though, and it's not because of him. It's not the problem I have with him himself. It's just something that he said one time at the Power Morphicon 2018 panel. He said
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he said like during Lightspeed and Time Force, he felt that they like
lost their way.
Lost their way with their creating of those 2 seasons. I think he was. I don't know if he was talking about the writing or what.
He's talking about the maturity.
Yeah. Because I mean, not that it's bad, but Chip does kind of prefer more of the quirky side of Power Rangers, and even with the quirky stuff that he does make for Power Rangers, it's still pretty entertaining. But he prefers that over the I guess over the overarching and serious / mature type of storytelling. I could be wrong with all this though. Let me just say that before one of these fans tries to call me out saying I'm full of stuff.
No, you're right. No, you're right. You were actually correct because I was watching that panel and and
it's not and
you
it's
got
not
witnesses.
like
Trust me.
Yeah, and it's not like I have an actual problem with the fact that he said that. It's just something that I disagree with him on. Honestly, that's it.
You know what's dope though?
Same here.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just like, same here. Like I
Was
have a
dope.
younger sip. Oh no, I said I was
No, my
agreeing with
bad.
it.
Go ahead.
I was agreeing. I forgot who said it, but I agree. Like I have a younger brother, and I got him into tokusatsu. So
That's
um,
dope.
it's just watching from the current seasons now. Like I get it, but I always hated like the cartoons for his age. He's 13, so I always hated the new cartoons trying to dumb themselves to kids. If that makes sense, because I'm like, I
It's a
didn't grow up.
generational thing.
Honestly, I haven't
Yeah.
really seen. I don't think I've really seen that in modern day cartoons. Honestly, because like, I mean, unless you're talking about like preschool shows like Disney Junior or Nick Junior, yeah, maybe. But like
No,
in modern day
like
cartoons, like
I think you meant like shows like Teen Titans Go. Is that what you meant?
better. It's gotten better, like in terms of like Star versus the Universe
or
and
Gumball.
yeah, Gumball
Infinity
or
Train is
Steven
good, and I can't
Universe.
wait to watch it.
Hmm.
But
10.
what I'm saying, like I remember there's like an Annoying Orange series and like
Oh
the
yeah, I
Sesame
know.
like
Red series. I don't
Why?
mean
Oh
to
my
like
These are the
gosh.
surface
I don't
memories
mean
I
to
didn't
like
want to remember.
jump yeah, I don't mean to jump into like different lore, but I did notice like for a time and like Pyron just kind of slipped their kind of way in there too, where it felt like they were dumbing the series down for kids
And
to understand, and it
well,
was a kind of annoying because like
yeah,
I when they
yeah.
finally put every season on Netflix and I got to like watch RPMs entirely, I'm
Oh
like,
man,
this is good.
Same.
And watching like
man,
previous seasons, like SPD, it was a little more adult, but I understood what was going on.
yeah,
Even though I was like 9 years old, so it's kind of frustrating when it
yeah,
feels like they're dumbing down stuff for kids. Because I'm like, we saw a lot of adult themed, but wasn't adult, but we got what was going on. It's just from
yeah.
Cole and
rewatching
his
and catching
You
parents.
know what's
myself. That's
crazy?
what I meant.
You know what's crazy though? A lot of people don't realize this, but as much as Samurai, as much as these Neo Spawn seasons, and maybe like 5% of Beast Morphers as well, as much as they do sometimes dumb down their content for the audience, it's not like these are the first seasons to do that because we gotten out of this territory, but the first time we were in this territory was since day
Mike
freaking
Morphin.
one of Mighty Morphin. Day damn one,
Yeah.
Vivian.
Yeah,
Day
true.
damn one.
But like you
Because
can't.
Yeah.
as much as you love that charming original cast, like you cannot keep your eyes off Trini because I know I couldn't. But those people
Mhm.
were squeaky clean. Every single one of them. They spent every single one of their free time either studying at their beach house or doing some type of charity events or
Community
doing some type
service.
of charity event or lying about going to a peace conference when they're really going out of to another planet as Omega Rangers, something like that.
MMPR
But
made
to
it
be
work.
The
honest,
greatest lie
Man,
ever told.
even
Austin,
Bulk and Skull by season 3, they said they wanted to impress girls, so they're gonna start
And
doing
join the
better.
Angel Grove Junior
They're
Police
gonna start
Patrol.
doing good stuff. Now,
But
given
that
it was
failed.
to impress girls, but it's something that was
But
supposed to be of a service. Even
yeah,
Bulk
but
and
it
Skull
made.
fell in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Were you saying
yeah,
it
but
made
Austin,
sense? You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
It
it
did
made
make
sense
sense.
for that time, like in the '90s. Like
yeah,
That's what
exactly.
I
You
was gonna
can't,
say.
you
Yeah, it
can't,
worked for Mighty Morphin, but
yeah,
like
you
other
can't
seasons try to
copy,
recreate it.
you can't
Because
copy.
there wasn't really much from Mighty Morphin to do. Saban didn't really give it much of a bar,
it's
honestly.
Saved by the Bell
Uh,
with superpowers.
Austin,
You,
the thing.
That's the perfect iteration to explain it.
actually, let me say this. Y'all might hate me for this. I don't know if y'all will, but I would like every time I made that joke. Well, lately, ever since I started thinking about that joke, I started thinking like, was Saved by the Bell really as cheesy as Power Rangers? So I went back to watch some episodes. Nah, Saved by the Bell is worse.
Oh my god, I hate you.
All right,
Yeah, it
that
was
ain't my problem.
edgier. But I'm
by
just
the
saying,
Bell
like,
was
the
edgier.
overall premise, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Wait, do you
okay,
mean
yeah,
worse
I see what you
as
mean.
in worse as in worse in its cheesiness or worse in its
No, no.
quality?
Oh no, not worse than quality, because I mean, both shows are good in their own respective ways. But
Saved by the
Saved by
Bell
the
was
Bell
more
was
mature though.
cheesier. I thought Saved by the Bell was a little cheesier. I think it's mainly just because of how the audience reacted to like every single little thing, and that like I don't know. I just thought it seemed a little cheesier.
The
Okay,
audience
got it.
laugh at every
I think it
moment,
was.
like you
I
walk
think
in
it
the
was mainly because.
classroom.
I think it was mainly because of the audience, and it sort of had that Full House effect. Only it definitely wasn't as bad as Full House.
That's like
Can
the
you
same
imagine?
studio
I'm not saying.
audience
Now, I'm not saying.
in Family Matters.
I'm not saying Full House itself was bad. I'm just talking about Full House is a lot more squeaky clean. Like,
It's a product of its
there.
time.
Oh yeah, for sure. The squeaky cleanness of Full House would give the early years of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers a run for its money.
Honestly, though, Power Rangers is one more joke away from having like a laughing audience. Like that's how cheesy it is nowadays. Like we're going to have those like
I mean,
you
shoot,
know
it was
like
on It was on Nickelodeon with Henry Danger and the Thundermans. Hell, Ron Wasserman made music for the Thundermans, so it was
like
close.
Okay.
Wait,
yeah,
Ron
it
made
kinda
music for the
was.
I had
Thundermans?
no idea.
Oh
I did not know
yes.
that.
Like there was one time when I was just reading the credits out of nowhere, and then I saw his name, and then the next episode played, and then I heard the music again, and I'm like, yeah, that is definitely Ron Wasserman's work.
Please tell me what episode is that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's
Yo,
all
we gonna be here
episode,
all
man.
day.
The
All
entire
right,
series.
listen. We got to get started.
Let's move
gotta
on.
get started.
All right.
So
Get
Let's move on to
started.
the
I
next
thought we already
topic.
did. God damn.
Oops.
you know,
Yo, we can.
Now I
This is
guess time for Toku, where it takes us about half an hour to get to our first topic.
pretty much.
Oops.
but real
I
quick,
don't worry, we do it all the
Every
time.
it happens every single episode.
All right. Well, let's.
before we start though, I want to address a couple things. I'm sorry if I cut you off a couple times. It's just on my end, you're kind of delayed. So like sometimes it feels like you're done to say something and then like hear the other half of you. So I apologize on my end because like I'm not trying to cut you off, but sometimes I can tell like it kind of feels like I am because like yours is like delayed on my end. And going way back to answer, I think it was Austin question. We were talking about what Chip said in an interview, but Simon Bennett actually said the opposite, which was kind of funny, which kind of got me hyped for DinoFury because I remember in the interview Simon Bennett mentioned that because someone asked him a question of how cheesy, like how Ben and Betty was like extremely cheesy and shit, and how Power Rangers became like really really cheesy, and I'm pretty sure his response was something like he was a director, but being a director, you can't really control like how it's like written.
Yeah.
So like he
Yeah.
came out and said like him being in charge of the season now, he has more control over things like that.
Yeah. I remember that interview, the one he did with Seamus on Den of Geek.
Something like that, yeah. So I mean, that kind of
Yeah.
gives me hope for the season that he acknowledged that like it's cheesy, and he said himself like, oh, he can't control how cheesy it is, which kind of seems like
Yeah.
he didn't want it to be that cheesy. So maybe.
Yeah. I will say
And
this though.
DinoFury got an older cast, so I mean that's kind of hyped on
I will
that.
say this though. During season 2, Ben and Betty were definitely much funnier, especially in the second half of the second season.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
were.
we still got to give
They
that
had
to
me.
the writers, bro.
Yeah, they had me cracking sometimes. I will give them
They
that,
were too
especially Ben's
cheesy,
actor.
bro. Even season 2 for me, like, how do you suck up a whole tree into a vacuum? Like stuff like that is like where it disconnects for me. I'm like, nah.
I don't even remember that.
It's the episode.
Yeah, that
where,
was
that
something.
was before the hiatus. That's why I don't remember much
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, they were like, what were they
The-
vacuuming like leaves or something, and they caught the tree inside it. It was weird. I'm like,
Well,
bro, this is
okay,
SpongeBob
wait,
comedy.
who in this? All right, who in this group has seen all of the second half of Beast Morphers, or who?
I did.
I
I
did.
watched it when they were leaking out.
Okay, because
Nope.
I wanted to bring up some of their stick that they had, like that episode where Roxy and Ravi were having their problems, and like they needed to cool and they needed to cool Ravi down, and they went to go get something, and then like
He was literally
Roxy managed to
going
come.
ape.
They managed to come. they managed to calm him down. Roxy had managed to calm Robbie down, and they had made up his stuff. Next thing you know, you see Ben and Betty running in with a big ass pail of water, and they splash it on him. I
Yeah.
actually laughed at that.
That was
System
a
comedy, always the
dumbass
best comedy.
episode.
I think it's because they weren't like. It's not like almost every other joke that they've been making in Power Rangers with their comedic duos lately, where they would build up to the punchline. Like instead of building up to like this basic ass punchline, they just like cut straight to them just running in and throwing the water at him. That's the kind of
Sometimes
timing
it
that we
works,
need for good
sometimes it
comedy.
doesn't. Look at that.
Hey,
Oh,
sorry to say it, but I'm gonna head off now. It's 3 a.m. for me.
okay, Psycho. It was nice
I'll see you
seeing
Take
next
care,
week,
man.
hopefully.
Ah,
Yeah.
Psycho followed the most important rule. Don't be on the Time for Toku podcast at 3 a.m. Gone wrong.
I'll take his place. I mean, homie needs to get
No
his
worries.
sleep.
See ya.
All right, take care,
I
Psycho.
would lost the bridge.
All right, peace out, Psycho. Yeah, Austin, we'll talk. But
All right.
yeah, we're gonna get started.
Go on to the
because-
top. We're even on
All
the
right.
topic. What topic we're supposed to be on anyway?
We're starting right now. We're starting it right
Yeah,
now.
we're starting.
All
So
right.
It's about damn time.
don't do that because we normally wait longer to start. This is the earliest we probably started. To be
All
honest.
right.
Yo, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
All right,
talked
Jay. So
about
what's the
it.
first topic of the night?
So there's been some detectives in the fandom. You know how we do, especially Detective Jinsaku, to be honest, thing too. But they speculated that DinoFury will have 44, maybe potentially 44 episodes in one season. Now everyone looked at it though and said, you know what? It could just be broken up into different seasons, 22 each season. Until one detective pulled out a Ninja Steel sheet. And I'm gonna put it in the video. I'm gonna edit it in there. So if you're watching this video, you're seeing it on the screen right now.
I'm gonna have to see this myself after it gets edited because I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, if someone want, they can find it and drop it in the chat. But there's a paper, like it normally lists out like all the shows I think that's being shot in New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken, or like all the
Right.
shows or something, and it lists the amount of episode that's being shot for each season. Now it's for DinoFury. It says it says 44 episodes and 22-minute episodes. Now, someone pulled the Ninja Steel one, and it says 22 episodes and 22-minute episodes. So, Ninja Steel normally, I guess each season before that only shows what's going on that season, and they don't count the super season. So, with people seeing DinoFury is showing all 44 episodes, they're speculating that DinoFury will be 44 episodes. So normally they show 22, but this time they're showing 44, which is why. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the Nickelodeon contract ends next year.
I
So they
mean,
kind of have to do it that way, unless they renew
yeah.
it.
If you don't mind me jumping in, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that was kind of a given because we've known since 2018 that the renewal of the contract expired in 2021, and especially earlier this year because of that speculation by the hashtag show. They said that they were going to end their partnership. They said they were probably going to end their partnership with Toei. So this was going to stop at 2021, and then this news about 44 episodes coming out. Yeah, I mean, we could expect 44 episodes for one season. I mean, either
Yeah,
way,
the reason.
even if it's not, and it's going to be back to doing just 22 episodes for 2 seasons each. I mean, either way, we're getting the same amount of episodes for one cast that we have been since Samurai.
Yeah.
So
Well, the reason is big news though, because Nickelodeon itself only contracts 22 episodes per season. So a lot of people speculated.
that's
even though-
right.
Yeah, a lot of people were speculating. Even though this is like the contract would end, people were just thinking like, "Oh, we're just going to get 22 episodes for DinoFury, and they're going to like maybe have to like squeeze it in." But
Man,
maybe Nickelodeon said, "Got to change your heart," and was like, "Hey, let's do it." I mean, Nickelodeon have been promoting Power Rangers more lately, so
yeah. I mean, to be fair,
slowly but surely.
to be fair, to be fair, Nickelodeon hasn't. I don't think Nickelodeon's really been causing as much of the problems that people have been saying that they have since Samurai.
A huge
Because
amount though.
if Nickelodeon really was as much of a problem as it was since Samurai, then they probably would have gotten rid of Power Rangers a long time ago.
Well, I
If
mean,
that
it's
makes
not.
sense.
Well, Nickelodeon's not barely putting any money up, so it really is just making money off of something that's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not
Yeah.
their show, so it's like they're not really losing money
So
off
then,
of Power Rangers. So that's why it's
yeah,
basically still on there.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like
I
there
lost
is.
my train of thought.
Yeah, Hasbro's really paying Nickelodeon to like keep on Wolf Saban. I don't know what Hasbro's doing. Either way, though, the thing is, though, I really feel like Nickelodeon's holding Power Rangers back is the time slot for me. A little no
Yeah, that's the.
promotion, yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
but the
No.
time
yeah,
slot
Yeah,
is
they
bad.
yeah,
barely
Sorry.
yeah,
show it.
yeah. Because this is not Japan where we used to do superhero time at 7:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning. We are even kid like
We need
oh
prime
my
time.
yeah.
Jetix
Nobody
got prime
likes
Man,
time.
to sleep.
we need prime time like Jungle Fury did.
Yeah, Jetix put their shows on like 6 o'clock at night,
Prime
and
time, yeah.
it worked well. Yeah,
Sure
I don't know
did.
why.
Hmm
7, 6.
I remember that first time I watched Jungle Fury, 7 p.m. that Monday night.
Like literally,
I
we're all hating
remember
from Jetix.
they used to do JetX used to do something. No, it was Disney Channel because JetX was like the Disney Channel's morning block. So
Uh, J-
essentially, I remember waking up and watching like Mystic Force, and then going to the JetX channel when I came home, and then watching more episodes.
Jetix
Well,
wasn't
Toon
really on.
Disney.
Oh, sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Toon Disney was Jetix.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
Yeah,
Toon
Toon
Disney was the
Disney.
morning block.
yeah. Toon
Jetix
Disney
came
and
on like
ABC
towards the
Family.
day.
And Jeddah took over the afternoon and the night mode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good old Jetix
Yeah,
I
Disney
like I
Channel
miss it.
itself didn't air Jetix. Jetix
with
was
those
its own channel.
with
It was
those
Toon
Power Rangers
Disney and
with those
Jetix.
Power
Yeah.
Rangers Generations marathons and 4th of July Red, White, and Blue episodes.
And then made Japan, remember that episode
Oh,
lost
then it
in
might
Silent
have. It
Yeah,
might
Translation
have.
for Dino Thunder?
I just found out about that. I did not know that they did that for that Lost in Translation thing. For
It
that Lost in
might have
Yeah.
Translation
just
episode.
been. It
What
might
did
have
they do?
just been that I was watching the DVR recording thing because I remember watching JetX in the morning.
Yeah, that's fair. But Jay, so well, I just found this out recently the other day myself, but
Mhm.
around the time that they were getting ready to air that Lost in Translation episode of Lost and Found in Translation episode of Dino Thunder, Jetix had done this whole Japan event for
Yeah.
their seasons, and I don't remember if they were showing actual episodes of Abba Ranger or if they were just showing other uh stuff that's fascinating about Japan while showing that Abba Ranger episode of Dino Thunder. But they made this whole event
Oh,
out
that's
of it,
dope.
saying where, yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't even know about that myself, and
I
I
remember
Yeah, I
found that
think
really
that.
Esther made a
interesting.
video on it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying I remember that. I don't think they showed actual like episodes of Power Ranger. I just remember like they were like,
Yeah,
"Hey, guess what? Power Rangers came from Japan.
yeah,
Here's cool stuff about Japan." Leading up to, I think they played like Dino Thunder episodes leading up to the Lost in Translation
yeah.
episode,
That
and
seems
then
like
Yeah.
something they
showed
would
you
do.
clips of like, this is what they do in Japan. Check it out. Look how cool it is. Oh my god, like that.
They
Yeah,
probably ruined so many
They
kids'
even kept the
childhood.
music from Ava Ranger when they aired it, when they had Lost and Found Translation.
mm-hmm.
Like the theme song, the music they used, everything.
I can't believe I kind of forgot about that Made in Japan marathon that they did, but yeah, it's just like because I was just going through on YouTube and just seeing promos of old Jetix stuff, and I was like, and then they showed the Made in Japan stuff. I'm like, oh
Hold up,
yeah, I
so
forgot about
Yeah,
that. They
literally,
did that.
hold up, so was I the
Essay
only one
made
that?
a
So
video
was I
about
the
that
only one that
recently.
didn't know about that?
Really?
I
I didn't
forgot.
know
No,
about
I guess
it.
you
I
it's
are.
don't
not
know
that I
why.
didn't know. I just forgot
I
about it. I forgot about that
I
marathon that they did.
Yeah, I had no
Yeah,
clue
I mean,
about
Jeddah
that.
was like a very long time ago.
And I would like to add something. Oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Yeah,
And
go
this
ahead.
is why I kind of like when Disney had the franchise, because at least Disney gave respect to the past seasons and would play past seasons on the episode.
because Nickelodeon be playing too much, and I don't like that.
That's an understatement. I will say this. Hang on.
That makes me
As
so
much
mad.
as as much as I hate how much Disney was trying to get rid of this, trying to either shrink down the production for Power Rangers and try to get rid of Power Rangers at the same time since SPD, that is the one thing that I will always love that they did, especially with Jetix, always showing any and every episode from the entire franchise whenever they could,
Brings back the
yeah.
nostalgia days.
as it
It
as
was
if it
Power
was
Rangers
Fox
Generations, right?
Kids.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
and
it
even
was.
Yeah.
and even after that, they were just showing them as just regular episodes of Power Rangers, and not just like a Power Rangers Generations event thing.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the Strength in Numbers marathon when they would just show every single team up?
Really?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh, I
watched
know what
that
you're
live
talking
too.
about.
I do
Wow.
not.
Wow. That's like a
What?
The
that's a
only
Y'all don't
nostalgia bomb
remember
right
that?
there for me.
the
When you
only
mentioned
Jetix
that.
Yo,
When they
that
would
was
show
the
like
lead
team
up.
ups.
the
Yeah,
only
it was
Jetix
just called Power Rangers Strength in Numbers, the Power Rangers Team Up Marathon. I was like, oh snap!
the
That
Yeah.
was
only
Well,
like the
that's for
best
like
one.
I
Yeah, they
want to
did
say that
that
was for like
for.
Operation Overdrive, right?
the only
Yeah, they did that for Once a
the
Ranger.
only
That was like build up for that team.
the only marathons I
Yeah. Oh
remember
shit! It's
that
coming
they
back to
did
me
for
now. It's coming
Jetix,
back to me now. Wow. Shit. That's just a mind blown right there.
the only marathons I remember them doing, uh, aside from making like special events for special episodes and stuff, was like the only marathons I remember them doing were Power Rangers Generations, assuming that was considered marathons, like Power Playback, and really just the 4th of July marathon when they would show 2 episodes focusing on Red Rangers, 2 episodes focusing on White, and 2 on Blue.
Even though they had the same ones every year, I remember that.
Did they do
The only
They
one I
played
St.
for the White
Patrick's
remember
Day?
was
Ranger.
Rangers.
Nah, the St. Patrick's Day marathon on Jetix was for like a whole bunch of. It wasn't just for Power Rangers. That's for pretty much the entire brand. So any
Oh,
character that had like a
okay.
green design, that was basically what that St. Patty's Day marathon was about. But it was fun though.
Shit,
That was
another
fun.
mind blown. Wow.
The St. Patrick's, they always played that same Ninja Storm episode. You know, like the Green Ranger focus episode for Ninja Storm. I remember,
I
like,
love that. That was a good episode.
yeah, but I'm saying like every St. Patrick's Day, Jetix just played that one episode, and it was like so many
Just
other
air
Green
that one
Rangers.
episode, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, bro, this.
Because he's just
That's
green.
what I
That's just
remember.
it. That's his gimmick.
So yeah, I remember the Strength in Numbers team ups that led up to the Once a Ranger. But do y'all remember like the screw up they had? Like I remember like before Once a Ranger showed any footage, I remember they like promoted it on Jetix, like, oh, there's a new team up coming. And so what they did was they showed each like Ranger that was supposed to come back for like the season, but like in their like own show, obviously, because they didn't have the footage for it. So like, they showed like Mighty Morphin, they showed Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, blah blah blah, Speedy. So then you would think all these Rangers is coming back, and then like when they finally showed it, it was like one Rangers from each team, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Because like they show like the whole entire team for like each season, and they're like, yeah, these teams are coming back, and then, like it was only one Ranger from each team. I don't remember that one,
I don't remember that.
but it was a letdown for me at least. Like everyone else got hyped about the team up, and I was just like, wait, so it's just one from each team?
Yeah, the only
I don't
promo I
know.
remember, I think it was like the only promo I remember is I didn't see it until like right before the episode had even aired, and they just showed the 5 veteran Rangers that were returning, and I didn't even know that it was Adam. I just saw, oh hey, Mighty Morphin Black Ranger. Who is it? Then found out it was Adam.
I didn't know it was Bridge how the episode aired for SPD. I thought Jack was coming back. That was my
Oh,
favorite Ranger
yeah.
at the
Oh
time.
yeah, I definitely.
If only
Yeah,
Jack
that
had
I
I
also have a
definitely
story
didn't know.
why Brake came back as the Red Ranger. Apparently,
Oh.
Jack's actor dated Kira's actor at the time, but they broke up,
Ooh.
and he didn't want to come back because Kira was also coming back, so he had to drop
Uh
out.
oh.
Oh, that's
So
understandable.
yeah, some drama.
Wait, but
Some
then,
couple drama right there.
but then,
Yeah.
but then, I can't talk. But
Sky.
then at the end of the series of SVD that he retired and then Sky became the new
Yeah,
Red
like why
Ranger.
couldn't they bring Sky in?
Nah, they
Yeah,
didn't.
like
I remember now. They didn't ask Jack character to come back. They wanted Sky
Man, I don't
characters
want
to come back.
I don't
But
want that.
Sky
I
couldn't
don't
come
want that
back.
racist punk to be anywhere near me.
Hell no.
Wait, who?
I don't want him anywhere near me either.
Yeah, they never. Yeah, they never asked Jack Actor to come back. They asked Sky Actor to come back, but he couldn't do it, so that's why they brought Bridge.
And they made Brett the Red Ranger.
So yeah,
I
it was
love
supposed to
Bridge
be
though.
Sky in that team up.
I
I
figured.
know. I still,
No disrespect to Chris Ballard, but I don't want Sky anywhere near.
I was just playing.
I like Sky. I like Sky.
But I'm
Wait,
pretty
wait,
sure
wait.
around,
Sky is
but I'm
great.
pretty
I
sure
thought
around that.
Tyler.
is he really
But
racist?
I'm pretty sure around that time when Brid got promoted to Red, Sky probably got Commander Kruger's job.
Yeah, he did. And Wiz
Said that
became
in the
AKA
Mecha
comic
Ranger.
books.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a smooth writing though. Like it kind of worked out for the brand, but
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. It's something don't feel right. I feel like Jack should have came back, to be honest.
Yes, definitely.
Man, Jack was living his best life. He didn't need to. He ain't got to put the uniform back on.
Listen, Jack was supposed to be that one black guy in the team up. You know that.
Jack,
You know that.
Jack went back. Oh shoot!
If you think about
Oh.
it, though, he was supposed to be that one, black representation on that team.
Ooh.
Or he could have got Walter back.
And they left that to Will.
Oh yeah, Will was the only, but he was already
See,
on the
See,
team.
now my problem was not even with Will. It's
I
with
like
his
Will.
actor.
I like Will.
Yeah.
Will's actor. I mean, not Will's actor. Will's character was all right.
Even though he was like the typical black stereotype, I liked it. I looked
The
up
t-
to him.
Too cool
Good.
for school, guys.
I was like,
I work
what?
alone.
can be
All
that
I
guy
do
when
is steal
grow up.
stuff.
And
No,
I
literally though.
still can't stand that bit where they had Tyzon just wearing a wig of cornrows. I was like, yo, that ain't gonna fly today in 2020 at all.
Hell
I don't remember
nah.
that episode.
You
shouldn't
don't?
have
Oh my
flown back
gosh, good thing
then.
you don't.
Look, now
I think I didn't see it in real time, but I
I-
think Linkara brought it up, like in the history of Power Rangers, and I was like, "Yo, what is this, y'all?"
Was that Will?
No.
Who did that to him
All
or
right.
no?
Y'all gonna hate Y'all gonna hate this first half of what I'm about to say. I will say
Oh,
this. He looked all right in those, but at the end of the day, you would have
What?
gotten at the end of the day, you still would have gotten your ass whooped.
What?
Just because you don't look bad doesn't mean people don't mind.
It's just like Justin Timberlake with cornrows. Everybody was like,
Oh my god.
I didn't even know my boy Timberlake had cornrows.
"What?
Yeah, I could
Oh
have.
my
Man, I
god!"
could have gone the
I
rest of my
can't
life
even
without
picture
knowing that.
JT with that.
You
Yeah, I
don't
was about to say I
remember
could win my whole life without knowing that.
when he
shit.
had the Jufro, like when he had his little afro, like his little Jufro.
Back in his
Oh.
NSYNC days, yeah.
Yeah, and he had the cornrows and he had a bandana. I remember that because I was like,
Oh my
a
god,
sister
no.
did them braids because ain't no way. Because they came
Man.
out pretty nice. And I was like, a sister did them braids, man.
Ooh,
Hey,
Lord.
I know this is
Good
a
Lord,
Toku
why these white
podcast.
people wilding like this?
I was like, a sister did them braids.
Though, but real quick on Timberland, is it me or every time like his career goes down, he like reaches over to a black artist and like boosts his boosts his sales back up?
It's like
no one else
like
noticed.
It's like during
Nah,
Hamilton
I
when
kind of noticed that.
Alex had to keep going to Jefferson during the room where it happens, saying I had nowhere else to turn. I need your help, man.
Literally, whenever like he falls off and no one hears about him for a minute, he'll have like a black feature and it just automatically blows up again. And everyone goes,
Or he'll call Timberland again. Be like,
or
hey,
Jay-Z.
what you doing? You ain't doing
Especially
nothing.
Jay-Z, he needed that dude. 2010.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were we fucking talking about? Oh yeah, 44 episodes. So you guys think this is just like reaching and it's just they're gonna like separate it again? Or do you
I
think
feel well.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Go ahead, man.
As much as I do like knowing stuff about this, just the 44 episode count, I'm definitely expecting. But whether or not it's split into 2 seasons, that's neither here nor there for me.
Actually, I'm gonna see if I can find the paper. Because the thing is, though, I'm with you on that. But that just like kind of like is evidence for me. Like I feel like because I did look at the other sheets and they did say 22 episodes on the sheet, and this is the first season that mentioned 44 episodes, which is weird. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe, and it makes sense with being like one more year left. But one thing I wanted to lean into, like with this topic, I was gonna say Power Morphicon is next year, so we could be in like a whole new cast reveal for a new season. You know what I mean? Next Power Morphicon. I don't know.
I mean, that PMC is not until June, so
yeah,
who knows?
I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I'm even going because
bro, you better, you better go. My first PMC, you better be there.
Listen, it was around
I hope I
during
go.
2019. During 2019, I was sort of fading out of my interest in cons, and aside from Power Morphicon, I just didn't really have that much interest in them, and for personal reasons, I just felt like it just wasn't for me anymore. But even for Power Morphicon, I was trying to figure out whether or not I really felt like I wanted to go or not. So 2020, assuming 2020 was gonna be COVID free all year, I almost wasn't gonna go at all. But ever since everything, ever since with all the stuff that's been going on, I feel like, you know what? I mean, shoot, why not? I don't like. I'm out of school. I could probably start saving up a little better than I do than I used to before. And I mean, if I go, I go. If I don't, well.
Man, if you don't come, I'm gonna have to start calling you through Skype and just having you see everybody, and you be like, "Yo, Austin, get your butt over here. We missing you."
There's a bunch of people that I would be desperate to see if I did end up going. I mean, I wanted to see if I could do something with Squirrel Charleston because
shout out to Squall and Let's Talk
dude.
Toku. Congratulations on a full season on Toku Shoutsu, bro. We love you, man.
I love that dude, and I definitely would have loved to be a guest on that show as well. And,
yeah, I love his Honest trailer.
Cooper, Von Cooper, I love him too. I would definitely be down to see him.
Yeah,
me and him,
like the less pension hashtag.
Man, me and him, we would kill it with those damn morphs and those transformation sequences. We would give y'all a run for y'all's money.
Shout out to Von Cooper, bro.
Yeah, because he was the first Toku fan that followed me on Twitter. And he was like my open door into like the whole fandom on Twitter. So shout outs to him. Not to derail on off topic, I guess. But like since, now it's so prevalent to get a lot more information about like the behind the scenes stuff than what like we're used to. We're just used to like cast and boom, okay, let's watch it. So how do you guys feel about like sites like Illuminati
I don't know
and stuff
if this
like
is just
that?
on my end, but you started breaking up a little, and I think it's everyone that's got their mic on.
It's y'all connection.
Yeah. Oh sure, blame the black guy.
Check your connection, boy. Get off that.
I can actually. I'll answer that first. I mean, look, I've known the Illuminati people before.
We love Illuminati.
Yeah, I love those guys. Like really, those guys pretty much showed me how much fun it is to be a Power Rangers fan. So
what was the question? I'm sorry.
Basically, the question was, what are our opinions on the Illuminati? Because they put out all this information. We're pretty basically on the up and up all the time now. And to me,
hey, real quick,
Yeah.
Before anyone say anything negative about the Illuminati, I just want to throw out they actually watch us and gives us shout outs. So can we not bash them?
I'm sure they do.
Dude, wait a minute. I want to say something about the Illuminati.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
I literally yet to see one of their rumors be treated false. Everything everything I've seen from like their rumor discussions has always ended up being true in some sense. So I have yet to have any reason to doubt them.
Okay, since you said in some sense, that makes
Jay
sense.
Just said they give us shout outs?
Yeah, they gave us a shout out 3 times.
All right,
but they did. Did you miss that?
All right,
I don't actually watch their stuff.
Let E speak.
Well, when I ask that question, it's not to be disrespectful because
we
subscribe to them and stuff. It's just that sometimes when I watch their videos and I see they get visibly frustrated with like some of the fandom like coming at them crazy,
Yeah,
about stuff, and I be feeling bad because it's like, these guys don't have to do this for us and
Yeah.
stuff. So I just
yeah,
want to know how everybody felt about them doing it. But no disrespect to
Right.
them. Y'all
yeah.
wrong.
No, I
Let me put it
troll a
this.
lot. That's
Yeah,
one thing
let
about
me
me.
put it. Let me put it this way. As much as I, as much as defensive as I get towards any negative stuff that I hear, I'm more indifferent towards them because they don't deserve half of the. They don't deserve. I don't think any of the negative comments that they get, especially because most of the stuff that they post is true. The only problem that I have with what they announce is how early it comes into, as how early it's announced compared to like when it comes into effect. Now that's just a personal thing because they announced Dr. K
Mhm.
coming back in 2019, but Dr. K doesn't come back until the fall of 2020. That's just a spoiler thing that sometimes I don't like. And
Yeah, I get
honestly,
that.
since it's just a nitpick, that complaint doesn't even matter. But I mean, my point is they, for the most part, they don't. I don't think they really deserve any of the complaints that they get. Now, with that said, I don't know them personally, so I'm not gonna like say that I'm not gonna like completely back them up on everything
Right,
they
right.
say or support everything that they say. But at the end of the day, don't just talk mess about them if you don't even know them personally, like they attacked you. Like,
That's the fandom, though.
no, I don't want to get. Yeah, I don't want to like. I don't want to get off topic or even bring another problem with this world into this, but it gets it. People act like it gets pretty political.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like timing wise, though, they kind of needed that Jason News and Dr. K, because that's when they like first split it up from hashtag show, and they kind of just became Illuminati. So they kind of
That's
needed
right.
Jason and Dr. K to like, get something going. You know what I mean? Like, because that's when they
Yeah,
were like starting off with like 10 subscribers or something
yeah,
like that. So they kind of needed that.
and and like it was like it was pointed out earlier, their information that they've been releasing hasn't really been false. And even so, they're not like Screen Rant or comicbook.com where they just post
Mm-hmm.
anything just to get attention on their websites. Now those are clickbait people.
Yeah.
Illuminati, they're just, I
They're
want to say
just
they're just speculators or
they're just fans who
people that
just
give
find
it
out
to
more
people
information and
that
wants
give
to share it.
people that give attention to rumors that have some backup to it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Illuminati. They just had an interview with the boys. I don't know if anyone watched the boys
Yeah,
on Amazon.
shout out to Illuminati and Joe. Joe is like he's basically their Tony Stark. Joe knows how to get the stuff
That's a
done.
good way of
Joe,
putting them.
Joe's
we
like one
love
of
you
the best
guys.
people
We
to
love all
interact
that you
with.
do. You guys are the goats.
Joe
Just
was
want y'all
great.
to know
Shout
that.
out to
Joe
Illuminati.
is Joe
Also,
is
Shout
I
out to
mean, they did
them.
us justice with the whole DinoFury cast. I feel like they took too long to announce the cast. So, I mean,
for
shout out to
Hasbro
them
or the
for,
Illuminati.
like, honestly, though, why would you, that's Hasbro, though. Like, why would you announce the cast, like, a week before they start shooting? I feel like that's kind of like, you know what I mean? I feel like they
They
only
got no
announced it
footage.
because they
They
I
knew.
don't
think
got
it's
no
because
original footage to
honestly,
back up.
honestly, I think it's because of everything that's been going on because of COVID, which is why they waited so long to do it. But at the same time, knowing Hasbro, I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to wait this long to not announce it. The only problem with that is that people are so willing to leak information and then cause people to think like, oh, we already knew this information, so when you say it, it's not important, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they have to be on top of that. Like you gotta
Yes, they
know
do.
your
I would definitely agree with
audience
that.
and know how. I wouldn't say get with the program, but you gotta get with the program.
Yeah.
Like the franchise is not like the ones that they have where it's mostly like cartoon based.
Mm-hmm.
So like nobody's gonna care about who's the voice of Twilight Sparkle or Optimus
Although they
Prime at the
should.
time. I
Although
mean,
they
I'm just
should shout out
Twilight
to voice
Sparkle.
actors.
I
But
no,
like
you were
the
no
absolutely,
voice of
but you were
Optimus
no
absolutely,
Prime.
yeah, you were
disrespect to
absolutely
voice
right, E.
actors,
Yeah,
but
yeah, you were
you
absolutely right though, E.
yeah.
Because
You're right. You're
they do
right.
need to be, because
About
like
that.
I don't know if they're, because I don't know if being on top of their stuff means they need to be more secure about the information that they're holding off on, which I don't know
Listen,
if
no one gives a
it's
fuck that Dwayne Johnson is going to voice Twilight Sparkle. Okay.
I
That needs
kinda
to
do.
happen.
Yo,
That would make me
imagine.
want My Little Pony if that would have happened.
Okay, but
No, but go ahead, Austin.
when is Chris Tucker gonna voice the Alpha 6 when he comes back?
Yo,
Who?
wait, is that Alpha 6? The
I,
whole
Yeah,
Turbo?
that's Alpha 6.
Yeah,
Man,
I mean, yeah, he showed
Yo.
up in Turbo, right? Alpha 6 with
Yo,
that
yo,
with
man,
that
yo.
talk.
jokes
Chris
aside, I kind of
Tucker.
want to hear Chris Tucker voice Alpha 6. Yo,
Wait. I
You
thought
want
Chris
Zen to
Tucker.
voice Alpha again? I
Not
would
me
like to hear
still
that.
waiting for Richard Horvitz to reprise his role.
Wait, I thought Chris Tucker was gonna play Starscream.
I
No,
don't know.
that's Tom
Chris
Kenny.
Tucker as the voice of Starscream. Yo, that.
No, that's Tom Kenny. That's Tom
No,
Kenny.
Megatron.
Let
Let
him
me
Hey,
be.
but
let me say something real
Hasbro,
quick.
they
Wait, Tom
outdid
Kenny
bro.
voicing Alpha. That would be
Come on.
awesome to hear.
But yeah, Hasbro slipping, bro. Their employees are sneaking information left and right to Illuminati.
that's what you get when you let fans. That's what you get when you let fans have higher up jobs. They get
Listen,
too excited about their own work.
every time Joe hops on, like, what is it, Saturday, Ranger Review Saturday or something, he always
Ranger
hops
wrap up.
on like, I got my little black book, and a Hasbro employee just sent me this. I'm like, damn, dude, like, they're passing notes every week.
Yeah, got the Connor figure. Some of them got him in Targets. I heard.
Dude, get sneaky information like
Wait,
Hercules
7, right?
Mulligan.
Yeah.
Hasbro better fire some employees or something, because they keep giving out shit like it's nothing. They're like, yeah, here's the cast.
Either fire your employees or just announce your stuff as soon as you got the information as soon as you got all your information.
Because I agreed with them. Like, why they just didn't do it during Power Rangers Day? That was like, nobody gives a fuck about a Pink Ranger pony.
Yo,
Yeah,
don't
that was
get me
their
started on
Like,
that. I was like,
maybe, but the Jet by the single pony, that's stupid.
That's enough out of you.
I'm sorry.
It's just a freaking Pink Ranger My Little Pony. I don't care about that. I want to know about the new cast.
Can we at least get the whole team?
Who said that? Who said that?
Can we at least get
I
the whole
did.
team? B-Dubs, catch me in Houston.
Trust me, you have to get that New York fade real quick.
Boy,
New York.
Boy, by the time you find your body,
So,
you'll
do
be.
we have anything else to say about the 44 episodes in DinoFury?
Yeah, so DinoFury.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Power Rangers.
We're probably gonna get Christmas and a Halloween special out of those if that is proven to be true.
Bro, if we get 44 episodes, I don't give a fuck.
Yo, watch them make an Easter episode.
Man, they can make all 44 episodes. They can make all 44 episodes clip shows of the past 20-something years. I don't care. Just give me more TV.
Simon Bennett is about to stir this shit up. You about to do something different for this. You're going to see the difference between a Hasbro season and a Saban. Watch.
I'm holding you up to that, man.
Honestly, I thought the only difference I was expecting, or at least the main difference I was expecting between Hasbro and Saban, was just their camera work and cinematography. Because you could see it a little in Beast Morphers, in season 2 of Beast Morphers, where they sort of changed it up a little with their lighting and where they had their locations and stuff. But
I mean,
I just want to see how drastically different it's going to be.
No one watched Ninja Steel, so like most people don't know this, but Ninja Steel actually started that. It's just something that was improving on. Like,
you know what? You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's a bad season though, so no one cared. But Ninja Steel started the whole new center for choreography and shit. So for a lot of people, Beast Morpher is the first because they skipped Ninja Steel, but I've noticed it for Ninja Steel. So I mean, that's the only thing Ninja Steel did right.
I sort of noticed it for Ninja Steel, but the only 2 times I really noticed it were the first episode and the anniversary episode. And maybe the last
did that
episode
weird
too.
Morph sequence too, where they morph and then a camera like zooms in on like just 2 Rangers.
I heard they have to wear like 2 different spandex for their morphing scenes now. At least going to Tyler's actor for Dino Charge.
Like a hero suit and a stunt suit or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
What the fuck was up with Dino Charge? He didn't even look fucking gold. It was a weird washed out
gold. It was mustard color. Wait, no, that was Zeo gold.
No, that ain't good. That's honey mustard. That's what it was.
Legitimately, when I first saw the Dino Charge Gold Ranger, or I guess the Dino Charge Gold Ranger, I legitimately thought they had a Yellow Ranger for their 6th Ranger.
I mean, that would have made more sense.
I think they did that because like that was the first Power Ranger season not to have a yellow, so they still wanted to like somewhat throw yellow in there.
Yeah.
I think
Ironically
that's what they
though,
were trying to do.
Ironically though, the designs that they have for Kyoryuger, they really like it pretty much made up for the lack of Yellow Rangers since they had a bunch of yellow on their designs and stuff.
Yep.
Like,
because then if they did have a Yellow Ranger, they would have to like recolor it just to make sure the yellow doesn't blend in with the entire suit.
And that would just be too much.
I hate the blue and gold combination. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm more of a gold and black guy, you know? Blue and gold.
Me too.
I'm sick of it. Yeah.
I'm
I'm
okay with it for
Trent.
I'm okay with it for Dino Charge Gold. Well, I don't even think he has blue in it, but I sort of had a problem with it for a good chunk of time. I sort of had a problem with it for a good chunk of time during Ryu Soldier when I kept seeing Ryu Soul Gold. Now his suit definitely grew on me, but it just gold and blue does not really work for me because it reminds me too much of like orange and blue, and then we put orange and blue together and make brown.
Oh my god!
And you know what?
All different color
you know what?
visors again.
And you know what the color brown represents?
Third eye over there.
And you know what the color brown represents? Our president.
But yeah, DinoFury. So he said our president.
President, like, like what the fuck you meant?
DinoFury.
Oh, wait,
DinoFury.
now.
So
I guess I could say with DinoFury going back to the full 44 episodes, I mean, maybe that means it's a way for them to, go back to the early days of having a full year season instead of just splitting the season in two. And who knows, maybe we could
use that hiatus in between
yeah, no more summer hiatuses because I am sick of those. I'm really tired of those.
Not
look, we all know
considering the fact the show is already on cable and most people don't even watch it on cable anymore.
They're still gonna have that hiatus.
Does anyone find
honestly.
it weird that Beast Morphers is not even on DVD yet? It's like the only
yes. As a physical library collector, I absolutely do. And I'm a little upset about it.
Now on Blu-ray now. I mean, Samurai is the only series I can think of that is on Blu-ray.
Super Samurai is the only one on Blu-ray. Regular Samurai isn't.
Yeah, look, all the main three the cinematic Power Ranger movies and Power Ranger Super Samurai are the only things that are on Blu-ray.
Yeah. Mighty Morphin season 1 through 3 is on Blu-ray if you buy the
that big combo?
No, that was just the Mighty Morphin movie on Blu-ray before they had put that.
No, not that.
That's stupid.
If you buy the damn, what is it? The Australian in Australia. There's Mighty Morphin season 1 through 3 on Blu-ray. If you want, the first 3 seasons are Blu-ray, but you got to have a region lock Blu-ray.
Oh well, shoot, good for Australia.
I think
Power Rangers on Blu-ray.
It's Australia or it's one of those. It's not like Japan or nothing. It's so you don't need subtitles. I think it's Australia though. It's on Amazon for like $60, I think, if anybody want to get it. But it got to be region locked though. We're region free. But yeah,
what do you think on the 44 episodes of DinoFury?
Yeah, back to that.
I'm happy to see that again.
I don't think she hear us.
Wait. Yo, E, can you hear us?
E.
Huh?
How you feel about the 44 episodes?
I feel like it could work as long as they don't do a super long hiatus.
Oh yeah, 44 episodes. We're not getting a hiatus, definitely.
Well, if they do a hiatus, make sure it's not like a 5-month hiatus. Like, make sure it's like a nice little short 2 months.
Man, I've sort of been numb to the hiatuses ever since Samurai, and nothing will be as bad as that hiatus in 2010.
Yeah.
Oh, that 1 year, that whole year hiatus. Oh, that.
Now, I had no problem with the episodes that they were remaking and re-airing, but just having no new episodes at all, it was a little weird.
That hurt. So around that time, I was watching whatchamacallit, 4Kids. I was watching Sonic X and Robots and Dinosaur King and Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know what I was watching around that time.
Damn, you dredging up the mid 2000s memories. I love that.
Yep.
Do die.
I remember watching Sonic X.
Speaking of shows getting canceled, though, I really feel like Corona might be a blessing to us. Like, I think because I really believe Illuminati article when they said they're splitting from and not adapting new seasons. But I feel like
What?
now that Corona happened and a lot of like movies are getting pushed back, it's gonna be a while till we see that Power Rangers. I really feel like they're gonna keep Power Rangers on TV a little longer. So that might be a good thing.
Fine by me.
We might get Carrot Ranger adapted, so shout out. That's the only season I want.
There was someone that had made a good point. That made a good theory. Which let's point this out to whoever's hearing. This is just a theory. I think it was Orange Ranger that mentioned this on Twitter. Someone has said. I think he had said that even though Hasbro is probably ending this deal with Toei, they still have the rights to everything before 2020 or 2021, including the Sentai seasons that didn't get adapted. So Tokyuger, Zyuohger, Q Ranger, Lupin Ranger, and Kira Major. So even though their contract still ends, they still have the rights to those seasons and could still get adapted. So they're probably just adapting those seasons without having to pay rights for seasons that they aren't working on at the same time.
I think they have the rights.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I stand melted.
The rights
Is
to the ones they skipped. 'Cause they had to
oh
go
wait, these are my
yeah.
AirPods. Sorry, hang on, y'all. Yep, y'all gonna have to give me a minute.
Wait, if you have AirPods, how can you hear us?
Cool.
I think you got them the Apple AirPods because trust me,
Okay,
those things
yeah.
work wonders.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. I was on my AirPods this entire time, and I could not it. It only took like 2 hours for this chat to drain out the battery.
I was gonna say you sound better without the AirPods. 'Cause even like I had my AirPods in, and as soon as I took them out, everyone said I sounded better.
Do I sound better?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think it's because you got rid of it. Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
all right.
what's the villain from Ninja Steel? Is it like Cosmo or something?
Yeah,
Cosmo Royale?
Cosmo Royale.
Isn't he a Tokyuger villain?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
With the goofier looking
I
face.
remember like so Ninjas.
Wait, if Cosmo, is he assisted by Wanda?
Very
my
funny.
God.
Very
said
that was terrible.
Who said that?
Oh, wrong
it was
Nickelodeon show, sir.
Decca sent hate
All
to
right,
him on
fight me.
Twitter.
But yeah, so that's a Tokyuger villain, right?
Yeah. And they
So
had
do
a few they had one not a monster, but the Kudiner Robo, the one of the evil train robots that they had.
Oh
called
yeah, they
Sledge.
did. They did.
And then
So
I
do
didn't
y'all
realize this.
think
And
that's
this isn't
why they got the rights? Because they can use the
Tokuja related, but one of the other monsters that was following Sledge, it was the yokai that was made by Shocker, the Kamen Rider organization, that evil Kamen Rider organization that appeared in that crossover that Ninja had with Drive.
Okay, I didn't really like that crossover, but I didn't even know about that monster. But
I
yeah, I
did
didn't like
actually.
that crossover.
I think for a while I liked it more than Tokuja versus Gaim because it didn't feel like two separate episodes.
I think I like the Tokuja versus Gaim crossover more. Probably because I like Gaim because it's like Kamen Rider Fruit Ninja, and I love Tokuja's overall aesthetic and brightness of
I
color.
love Tokuger.
Yeah, Tokuja and Gaim I did like more than Drive and Ninja respectively. Well, I think Gaim and Drive they're a little more neck and neck than Tokuja and Ninja are.
All right, so real quick, how does it work though? So when, let's say Hasbro or Saban, if they want to use a Power Ranger season, do they purchase a season, or does Toby just automatically say, "Oh, since you give us money, you get access to every season"?
I have no idea.
clue.
I never questioned that.
Because I thought it was they get it by season, like they buy a season each year. I feel like, but people are saying the partnership is ending, which made it seem like it was like a subscription, where like if you just pay us, you get access to all these. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, all of my thoughts and answers that I will be giving you, it just be speculation because I don't know.
Right. We're not them.
Guys, I got getting late.
What's up?
Bye, guys.
Oh, peace
Oh,
out.
you heading out?
Yeah.
All right, take
All
care,
right,
man.
take care, Deku.
All right. Bye.
Yo,
And
honestly,
then there
bro, I
were
thought he was asleep
fewer.
the whole time. I feel like he was sleeping, just woke up and was like, "All right, guys, I gotta go."
Anyway,
Forgot he
man,
was still on there.
I think the verses for tonight is gonna be very interesting.
Hey, I'm serving up whoever I'm going against. What am I? Am I like 5-0
Let's
right
wait,
now?
hold on.
Okay,
Let's
hang
say
on. So,
let's save
so
it for
for the
whenever we get to the verses.
so for
Yeah.
the new people in this, explain what the versus is for those that don't know, which definitely isn't me.
All right, so at the
All
end of
right.
every
So can I do
episode.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tenero, do it.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So every single episode of this podcast, we will choose, let's say, two rangers, or two teams of rangers, and
Or villains.
people are, or villains. Yes, we're basically going to choose two people from a Rangers universe, and we're going to pose them on opposing sides. Who's the better character, and who would win in a fight? With no Zords, vehicles are sometimes permitted.
Are those two different debates, like who's the better character and who will win in the fight?
Yes, those are
Yeah.
two. They're two
All right,
debates,
good.
but they're part of a larger debate.
All right.
So, for example, one of our first episode, we did like Tommy versus Jason, and then we did like
That was a bad choice.
I think it's considering their variation of powers, that's really
and
you
then our
need to like
last
add a lot of
one,
different
Did,
scenarios.
and then our last
we
one was
did the
like
Thunder
Connor
Ranger
versus
versus
Tyler.
Wes and Eric, which we
Mhm.
lost the audio to that version. It was
Who's the second one? Tyler versus who?
Connor.
Connor versus Tyler.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
let's not
Dino
talk
Thunder
about
Red
that.
versus Dino Charge Red.
Ooh,
I
that's
think that
So,
was our best. That
this
was our
week-
best one.
This week, the two versus teams for our versus segment is Ransik, the mutant criminal from Time Force, versus Master Org, the pollution-bringing villain from Wild Force.
man. Before we even start this debate, I know I'm gonna want to go ahead and review
Everyone,
just because it
take a
sounds fun to
second.
fight you.
Take a second.
Orgs.
I'm gonna go member by member, and we'll divide our teams.
Wait, are we on
Austin?
the verses already?
I mean,
No,
are
what
we?
was the other-
I
No.
thought
Wanted
we
to
were
bring
just
it up.
explaining the verses.
We might as well do it now. We might as well.
Wait, are we
No,
done with the
that's like these
topics?
things for the end of the episode. So let's go on to the next topic, then we'll do the verses.
All right, fine.
Wait,
Ugh.
what's the next topic?
The next topic was basically
Did you
us
make the
creating-
topics?
All
No,
right, our
I'm
next
saying, like-
topic was basically us creating our own Ranger team. Basically,
Oh yeah.
who would be our A team and who would be our B team. It's basically you can create a 5-man team with a 6 Ranger, or if you want to go a forever color with one specific color, then you can go for that too.
That
My
might be
team's
easier
all
for me.
black.
Alright, so
I'm gonna go
Hey,
with
black don't crack.
true. That is true. That is true.
Who want me to start?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
All right,
Jay.
so
You the leader.
my team, first of all, my season will premiere in February because it's Black History Month. You feel me? Power to the people. And my Red Ranger gotta be obviously Jack, right?
I
The GOAT. My Blue Ranger obviously gotta be TJ, right? The other GOAT.
Yes.
My Black Ranger obviously gotta be Zach, right? The other GOAT.
Yes.
My
yeah.
Yellow Ranger obviously gotta be Katie.
Yeah. I
Man,
know
I
My
would
this is
have
Pink
said
going.
anyone.
Ranger. My Pink Ranger obviously gotta be Shelby, the top dog.
Yeah.
My wife.
Pink
My
Ranger.
wife. That's my wife.
And he's not a Ranger yet, but my 6th Ranger will be DinoFury Gold because my boy Jordan Fight has passed.
Ooh,
Black Ranger.
the first Black 6th
So,
Ranger.
no, my team.
Ooh, I hope that casting is true.
So that's your A team or that's your B team?
I got to do another team.
Yeah. What will be your B team?
What's the B team? Like a backup?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your backup.
Okay, yeah, dope. So that's my Black team. So honestly, my B team is my favorite. Like my favorite Ranger is Wes, so I'll have him as my Red Ranger. My favorite Pink Ranger is Jen, so I can have her as my Pink Ranger. So Wes and Jen, of course.
Okay.
And can I have like the same Ranger for my other
the
team?
power couple.
No.
Just have the power couple lead the B team.
Wait, can I have like the same ranger though from another team, like my other team join this team?
Nah, you gotta have it separate. You can't have the
Okay,
same
okay.
ranger
Have
on
them
the.
separate. All
Yeah,
right, so this is where it gets hard. So I'm not like a Blue Ranger fan. You feel me? Oh,
that's
you know
fair.
what? I choose the 2017 movie Blue Ranger. I liked him.
Yes.
Ooh,
My boy.
So
nice
yeah,
choice.
I would throw him on my
2017 Billy, I
team.
like that.
Billy
Nice
Cramps,
choice.
Tons Cranston.
Tons of crayons in his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For my okay, so the last team had a Black Ranger, so I did Zach. So I'm gonna do a Green Ranger this time. My boy
Okay.
Joe from Lightspeed Rescue, because he's my
Good.
favorite Green Ranger.
Good.
Yay. That's Green
Yellow
Ranger.
Ranger. For this is hard. I'm not a fan of yellow either. I mean, yeah. For Yellow Ranger, I'm gonna go to um. I will have to say Ashley.
That was like my third pick in my head that you were gonna say.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say Trini, because like rest in peace. But like Ashley is just a better Yellow Ranger to me. I'm not gonna do it based off of like her personal life. I'm just gonna go based off of like character.
Okay,
And
that's fair.
I got Ashley. Yeah, she put in hella work during her in space.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, I go with her. So
All
yeah,
right.
so my second team would be Wes,
Oh,
Jen.
would you have? What about your sixth ranger or your B team?
Shit. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go with RJ. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got
RJ
Good
is
Yakko.
choice.
six.
I got Wes, Jen, uh, Billy from the movie, and I got Joe,
Joel, Ashley.
Ashley, and RJ. And then obviously my first team, Jack, TJ, Zach, Katie, and Shelby, and then DinoFury Gold whenever we
I
get his.
like that all. I like that all black team. I
I
like
got
that.
to, man. Got to, man.
I love that. All right, Austin. What about you? Who's your A team?
All right. It's gonna be an interesting one. Uh Damn, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do my A team because I was because part of me kind of wants to have Devin and Scott
I
on the
know.
same
I
team,
know.
but then I was thinking if I do that, then I could do 2 reds, 2 blues, 2 yellows, but there wasn't a blue or yellow as a sixth, and if I had a red as a sixth, and that mean I couldn't have Scott and Devin. So I think I'm gonna have both of them lead. Ah, shoot, this is harder than I thought. God damn.
If you want, like I said, if you want to have just one, your 18 just be one singular
Nah,
color, that's
I
cool
might
too.
I might need a C team. All right, all right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a C team. All right, but A team, I would have Devin lead because for the B team it will be Scott and he could like sort of guide him a little in case if he needs help. A
Got you.
team it will be Devin, Joel from Lightspeed,
Hey,
Billy from the reboot.
Hey,
hey.
What's that? Red, green, blue. Uh, who would I have as yellow? Probably Kira from Dino Thunder. Because
okay.
I don't know why, but I feel like I feel like Kira and Devin would get along well.
Don't call her Kira.
Stop. Stop.
I'm still not over that.
Don't start me up.
And then Dylan. I'd have a red, blue, yellow, green, black team for Team A.
Okay, good. Not a lot of
Dylan.
people use that lineup.
For B team, I'm gonna have Scott. Who should I have as black? Adam.
Hmm.
For blue, Coda.
Nice.
Then I think for this one, I'm gonna have it red, black, blue, yellow, white.
Ooh,
Taylor.
Zoodra colors. Nice.
Nah, Geodra is red, green, blue, yellow, white.
Oh, got you.
But actually, I'm gonna use that for Team C then. But Team B, it's gonna be Scott, Adam, Coda, yellow and white. Taylor, and not Tommy because his white would be a sixth. Oh shoot, I forgot about sixth. Nah, I'll think of sixth later. Who should have his white? I guess either Alyssa or Dominic.
What about
I'm surprised
Trent?
you didn't say. I'm surprised you didn't.
Actually, wait, what were you about to say?
I'm surprised you didn't say Delphine.
Or Trent?
I'm actually kind of thinking Haley now.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Haley instead.
Dominic?
hey, some people like Dominic. All right,
That's an
respect that.
interesting choice.
Dominic had his problems, but he was still enjoyable.
I know.
Yeah.
It was just like two episodes
All right.
ago.
All right, now Team C. Team C is not going to be led by Red Ranger.
What?
Ooh.
Team C,
Ooh.
I'm having led by who's tied up with Joel as my favorite Green Ranger, and it sure as hell ain't Tommy.
Oh, Reggie?
No, no. Joel is already on Team A.
No Damon.
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
Ziggy.
Hey, nice.
We finna have Ziggy lead Team C, and you
That
know,
is-
as much as I
I-
love Ziggy,
I got no problem with that.
Now Ziggy can hold. Now Ziggy, he doesn't have that many skills, but he can hold up. But he was able to keep up with the rest of the team who did have skills. So
And plus
and-
shadow puppets.
and since 11 years have passed, I feel like he's capable of being a good leader now, especially with Dr. K. I decide.
He had a great arc.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Shoot. I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, never mind. I already have Dylan on Team A, because I was gonna say Dylan was gonna be the sixth of Team C to help Ziggy out. All right, we got Ziggy, TJ as the red, second in command.
Nice.
For blue, Tori. For yellow, I want to say Dustin, but I already got Tori on there. Actually, yeah. Because since we're going on the Geoja colors, and since blue and yellow were good had like a partnership, let's have Tori and Dustin.
I see what you did there. Nice.
Let's have Tori and Dustin. And then for white, female white. I guess Delphine.
Nice.
Wait, who's Delphine?
Alien Rangers.
Acoustic white.
Yeah, Delphine,
Alien
you're the
Rangers.
leader of the
That
Alien Rangers.
explains why I don't know.
And for the
Exactly.
sixth,
Watch
Alright,
Alien
now for the
Rangers
six-
on Netflix, man. You have the time.
all right, now for the sixth Rangers. All right, so first team was red, black, blue, yellow, green, gold, or silver. I think for that one, probably Nate and Steele.
Oh, 2-pack. Okay, good.
Yeah, because it was the red, black, blue, green, yellow combo.
Nice. All right, E. Oh, that was your whole C team?
No, that was just my six Rangers for Team A. I still need the six Rangers for B and C.
Oh, gotcha.
What I have for red, black, blue, yellow, white, silver for that one. I guess let's have a. Actually, no. Let me go with the
Damn, I forgot about somebody.
red, black, blue, yellow,
I'm
white.
gonna just throw it out there, but like I forgot about the Phantom Ranger. He's dope, but I'm not gonna pick him.
That's fair. For sixth, for Team B, I guess he's not a sixth Ranger. He's not even a Ranger, but I'm gonna go with Ninjor.
Yay. I love
That's a wild
Ninjor.
card.
That is.
Enjoy.
And then for Team C with Ziggy, Who would Ziggy have the most fun with?
Daggeron.
Probably. Nah. Daggeron's too smart for Ziggy.
Nah, well,
Oh,
Daggeron would amuse Ziggy. Like Daggeron
Wait,
would like
ooh,
Ziggy.
Antonio. I got you, Antonio.
I was thinking either Antonio or Ivan.
Oh my god.
Oh, that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
But
That would
like,
be I would
yeah,
watch a TV show with
I
just
feel like
those two on the main lead.
what you said about Daggeron, I feel like Daggeron would amuse Ziggy because he would like Ziggy's sense of humor.
Yeah.
True. That is
And
true.
trying to
I feel like
mentor,
Steel
kind of
would
like he
really get
mentored
along with
Ziggy too.
Oh, actually, you know what? Move Steel over to Team C with Ziggy.
Oh,
There you go. There you go.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, E, you are up.
Eight.
I wrote mine down because I didn't want to take a lot of time.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Appreciate that.
All right. Who is your A team?
Okay, so my A team is Carter.
Nice. Nice.
Badass.
Exactly. I always appreciated Carter. My blue would be TJ. My black would
Nice.
be Dylan. My
Mhm.
yellow would be Tanya.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Come on, Tanya.
I had a pink, but I changed it into white. I chose Haley from Ninja Steel. I feel like with the right type of writing, I feel like she could have been a better character.
Yeah.
But that's just the
Yeah.
journalist in me. Noticing little things. And my 6 would be like Eric.
Nice.
Yes.
Give him like
Nice.
a X-Men type vibe with all different personalities working
Like
together and stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Like we could be a Wolverine.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
That would be awesome.
And
Yeah, I
your
feel
B,
like
and your,
Haley would
that's
be
great.
written better as her own
I
character
like
and
this.
not someone's girlfriend.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Instead of just making her a girlfriend from the jump.
I
Yeah,
feel like
make her her own
Haley in my mind would be like the Jubilee of this group because a lot of these characters are mostly veteran rangers at this point. So like, you know, and of course Eric would be the Wolverine and then Dylan would be his Gambit and they'll be chilling and stuff. Getting some beer at the bar. Anyway.
So
Go fuck yourself.
On a gumbo.
That's great. That is so great.
Wait.
And now for your B team?
Okay,
Yeah,
so my B team, my red would be Andros. My blue would be Tori.
Nice.
My green would be Joel. I like Joel.
Yes.
Who doesn't?
Joel is great.
I like Miss Fairweather.
So does Joel.
Come along,
So
yeah,
does
bring
Joel.
My yellow is Maya.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot
Maya,
about
that's an interesting choice. I like it.
Indy the
My-
Jungle Girl.
My pink would be Vita. I liked Vita in Mystic Force. I feel like
Vita
if
was bad.
I feel like if the series didn't just focus on Nick, but granted because of the footage being a family oriented Sentai, it was a little harder.
Right.
Yeah.
But
And-
I feel I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like, Red was like the baby of that family, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was the young- yeah. But yeah, I definitely like that Vita choice. Vita was definitely bad.
And
I love
felt
that. My crush.
She was a bad bitch.
I like
and my 6 would be Orion. I feel like
Yes, another Orion fan up in here.
Oh yeah, Orion was great.
I feel like he would have done better if there was like another team around him and not the
Megaforce.
old Mega
Mm-hmm.
If it was a whole new team around him, I feel like he would have forced. But then again, it's like same with Haley and a lot of the Neo Saban. It's the writing.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not
and
gonna lie.
stuff.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to get off topic. I'm not gonna lie, but at this point, when it comes to Super Megaforce, it feels like it just takes too much energy out of me to complain about them now, because especially since now we know that it was mainly because of what Zacher kept everyone working on that show from doing, or doing what they were capable of doing. It's just, I can't help but think about how he kept holding everyone back.
I don't believe
pretty
that
much.
Fuck
though.
that guy. Fuck him.
What?
Fuck him. We don't
I
need
don't
him.
For the
believe
most
you
part.
just sat there and told him, "All right, less personality, be a
No,
prick."
I don't mean.
I don't.
No,
No,
I
he
don't mean.
refused to
I'm not
do
saying give them
anything
less
else.
personality. I don't mean like he was directly saying give them less personality and stuff, but he was so focused on. I mean, this was kind of the same problem for Samurai as well. He just wanted to copy and he literally just
Wanted to
decided
copy
to
paste the Sentai. That is.
yeah. And then for when Megaforce came around, when they had 2 seasons to work with, he just wanted to show nothing but Sentai footage and didn't want to focus on a story or anything. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
there was
yeah.
an idea thrown around
Fuck
to
him.
have Billy come back and take over and
Take
be
over Gulce?
the-
That will be better. Yes.
yeah, and be the professor. Now, I like the professor, but I definitely would love to have Billy more. But
That would've been
Zacher had said, nope, just
Fuck Zacher.
give him. Yeah, I don't.
Just
Yeah,
fuck him. Just fuck him.
And then-
That's the whole point of any of this.
and because because he wanted them to use so much of the Sentai footage, the writers didn't really have much breathing room to give as much thought into the work as much as they could.
The episode I think the writer had room was what the Tensei episode, right?
Yeah, I'd say the episode with Tensu, the Rock is back 2-parter, that was good, honestly.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
That was definitely good.
All right,
But
back.
yeah, I just
And then
Alright,
like
back to E. Back
and
to
then
E.
like the first batch of episodes for each season of Megaforce and the season finale of the season finale of the first half of Megaforce. All right, now
Yeah, I could agree with
sorry, E, go back.
I kind of, well, the reason why I chose some of these characters for my team A, my team B, as I don't know if anybody knows that there was a lot of strong characters that had their personalities perfectly fleshed out. I just wanted to give like the people who didn't have a chance to get their stories fleshed out to just be amongst the group with stronger
Yeah.
personalities, so they
I
can
really
fight
like
to
that.
have their personality shown. If that
I
makes
really like
sense.
that idea.
Alright, I might add an Operation Overdrive Ranger on my B team. Just for
I
that.
don't like them.
It's-
Okay,
So,
so
E, did you do your B team?
Huh?
that was her B team.
Yeah, that was her B team.
Oh,
Listen,
my
if it
B.
ain't well, then keep it.
I
We
didn't
don't
like.
want to see
I
none of
didn't
them
like.
operations.
I didn't like the operation team.
I
They.
tolerated them.
It was dry.
Yeah,
It's not their fault writing.
Dry
But
it and
they
white
just
chicken.
dry.
Yeah.
Dry and
You can see
incarcerated.
they at least tried, but
Tracks.
how everything turned out just didn't end up well.
yeah, pretty much. All right, Mr. Awesome, you are up.
Oh, okay, blame me on spotlight. That's okay. All right, for my A team, my Red Ranger, I will obviously put Jason on there.
Of course.
And since
Daring today,
y'all got
aren't
me
we?
thinking about- Since y'all got me thinking about Rangers who need to be fleshed out more, I want for my blue, I'll put Noah from Megaforce.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, from my green, I'll put Adam.
Nice.
Okay.
Go.
All right, for my black, I'm gonna put Zach. Okay, I want to see how
Nice.
those two. Work
Oh,
together.
Adam and Zach working together would be amazing.
Fly combo.
For my yellow, I'll put Kira.
Okay.
My first crush.
For real?
Yo, first.
Mm-hmm.
That's
terms
your
of
first
Power
Ranger season?
I already counted 5,
mean,
so this is my 6.
I mean, it couldn't be Kimberly. Didn't grow up with
True.
her.
I mean, true. I mean, for me, my first Ranger crush was Catherine, but I didn't start watching Zeo until like when I was catching reruns.
Mine was Jen, because that was like my
Catherine is-
first Power Ranger season. Really.
Catherine is such an angel. I love her to death.
She's a beauty. All right, and your sixth Ranger?
I'll put Cat Ranger. A cat.
Oh.
Ooh.
Cat
Interesting
Manx
choice.
represent.
Master
Interest-
Gwen.
Interesting choice. Nice.
All right, for my B,
Beast.
Red Ranger, I'll put Jason from the 2017 movie, the reboot.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Daring today, aren't we?
Oh, he can make a good. He will make a good second in command.
Yeah,
he
you would.
said second in command.
Taking orders from the real Jason.
That's all you'll ever be.
All right,
Player. too.
Let's be nice. Let's be. All right, go ahead. Zachary Montgomery. What the fuck?
That's a
You
funny
second
joke.
banana photo.
No, I
All
have
right, go on. Go on.
I have a plan for this. Okay, for blue. Who's
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
blue? I put TJ.
Okay.
Okay.
Dylan Ward.
TJ's
First
good.
black leader of the Power
the Power Rangers.
Ding.
the ding.
I do that
We
too.
all have TJ.
Yeah.
How could you not have
Green,
TJ?
Y'all
I'll
gonna be
put
mad
green.
at me.
We need some kind of type of intellectual on that team.
Which is
Okay.
why I had Ziggy on Team C. I had him away from the intellectuals.
My boy got Team C's and shit.
I didn't say C team, but if he wanted to make a C team, so all right, I'll let him have it. I'll let him have it.
Fuck it.
Pink,
All right, Mr. Awesome, continue.
Let's put some magic into this. Not all tech.
Ooh.
You said Magic. Are you referring to Mystic Force Rangers?
Yeah, Mystic Force Ranger, pink, Vita.
Okay.
Nice.
PlayStation Vita. Continue.
Magic beyond belief.
Alright, that would be my fifth Ranger, right? And you know what? I'll put Trent. What you said?
Ooh, a 4-man core team. I see.
That's your whole B
Oh,
team?
like Dino Thunder.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Chaka. Wait, nope,
Yo.
they still had 5.
But they started off with 4 though.
They
Yeah.
start off with 4, then they add a 5, and I would imagine a 6. If for 6, I'll probably put Dagger on.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Interesting.
All right, Tanera, you're up.
It is time.
Uh-oh.
Mine are a lot of either unorthodox or completely predictable choices. Ready?
1.
They're all Tommy, aren't
For
they?
shut up. No, they're not.
Imagine.
In
Like
fact,
a Tanera.
none of them are Tommy. Fucker.
Ooh,
No,
thank
anyway,
the Lord.
so
Oh, you're getting feisty.
A
Be
team.
careful.
The Red Ranger for the A team is Mac
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
because
Ooh,
he
we
needed
get
some more character development for me.
Okay, he's a
The
robot.
pink,
Yes, Pinocchio.
the
How
Pinocchio.
dare
the
you.
Pink Ranger is Kendricks.
Nice.
Miss Morgan. The original Miss
Our
Morgan.
our
Yay.
Black Ranger is Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mr. Silent Badass.
Our Yellow Ranger is Aisha
I was gonna
because
pick
I
her.
wanted more of her.
Miss Talkative Badass.
And our Green Ranger is Cam.
Ooh,
Mr. Sarcastic.
But specifically, Omega Green Cam. No, not Omega Green.
Oh, nah,
Solar
nah,
Green
man.
Cam.
Oh, really?
Wait.
That version
Yeah.
of Cam
said-
with the stupid
said-
hair.
From the
Oh,
comics.
not
From the
my
comics.
not my
Beyond the
Cam.
Grid. Okay, I got you.
And
Not
then
my Cam.
A Team's sixth Ranger
Not my kid.
is Orion. Because
Nice.
I want him to have actual character development.
All right, Tanera. I was kind of worried because you started off with a robot and a ghost. I ain't know where else you was going with.
You said a robot and a ghost.
Fuck
You
you.
got any living humans on that team, fam?
You know, I had this
Now,
thought. Oh, I'm sorry.
If you notice, there's no Blue Ranger on that team.
Yeah,
Blue
surprisingly.
sucks.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Not on the A
You are
team.
absolutely right.
Now for B team, B's red is Shane.
Who?
Shane, Red Wind Ranger.
Ooh.
Yay.
Another ghost?
Hell
I'm joking.
yeah. Not
Now the
not
now
cool, man.
the White Ranger is Alyssa.
Woohoo.
If you don't know, it's White
Wild
Force.
Force. I know what you meant.
Mm-hmm.
Double
Yellow is
Tiger.
Gia, because I wanted her to have character development so bad, but Megaforce decided to have no focus episode, so we're gonna give it to her here. Our blue is Theo.
Yay. I love Theo.
Yo. Can't reach the top of the shelf, Theo.
Fuck you. Our green is Damon.
Well, you get 2 Ranger for 1 with Theo. He can summon the freaking Bat Ranger.
The decoy.
Oh no. No, Bat Ranger.
And then
No, I'm talking about Damon.
Oh.
And then I had a hard time deciding between Antonio and Cat for the 6th Ranger here, but I think I'm just gonna go with Cat because I wanted to see more of the Cat Ranger.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
I definitely agree.
Same
So
thought
those are my
process.
2 teams.
Thought. Like
Not
Not
For-
bad, not bad.
for Kendall, they should at least make like Kendrick's her like older sister or like her cousin or something.
She literally has Morgan in her last name. She should have been related to Kendricks in some way.
Yeah. Just had it fun. Callbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
That was
all right.
random.
Cool. All right. I
So
guess.
those
say
are
the
my
best-
custom-built Ranger teams.
Nice. All right. Guess
All
I'm
right,
up.
all right. Before we
Save
go
the
on,
best
I
for
want to
last.
say for my B team 6 Ranger, never mind Daggeron, I'll put Ryan, the Titanium Ranger.
Ooh, that's good.
Excellent
Yeah.
choice.
Devil
All right,
boy.
I'm up.
Yeah, he
All
need
right.
more love. He need more respect.
All right. So
All right. I'm up.
it looks like we're
Wait,
out
wait,
of
wait,
topics.
I didn't get my team yet.
Oh shoot! I thought you went.
I was about
My
to say,
bad.
Blackwing's
Go
up.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was saving
I'm
myself for
stopping you.
last. All right.
Yeah, best
All
for
right. So
last.
my A team, I already know on the top of my head. Red Ranger is Wes.
Mm-hmm.
Green Ranger, Damon, first black brother in green.
The
Let's
Yay,
decoy.
go.
I love him.
Let's go.
Wait, he was the mechanic in Lost Galaxy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Why do I always have
Absolutely.
to
He
be
was a
decoy?
hardworking
response
man
is
on
correct.
Terra Venture, and he needed to get more respect.
Thank you.
Yeah, being
All right.
the tech guy of that team.
Blue Ranger is Theo.
Again, 2
Yellow
Rangers for 1.
Yellow Ranger is Gia.
Let's go.
My Pink Ranger is Sid from SPD.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
I love
And my,
Sid. He was one of
my
my
Sixth
crushes.
Ranger, of course, the badass himself, Trent.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The
All right,
man
now,
with the secrets.
yep. Now
He
for my
can
B
run.
team.
Power
My B
Rangers.
team is Jason, Whoop for Red. My blue will be TJ. My yellow will be this is a tough one. My yellow one is going to be Summer from RPM.
Ooh.
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Perfect.
my
Little Miss
green,
Perfect.
my green will be. I'm bringing Xander.
Yay.
My pink.
need
Xander, the
New
man
Zealand.
with the plan.
My
Who's New
pink.
Zealand?
I gotta bring in my girl Shelby. That's my girl.
Mhm.
And my Sixth Ranger, of course, my favorite 6, Orion.
Nice.
And
Your
Orion been
favorite
getting some
Sixth
love.
Ranger is Orion? Wow.
Hey,
Hey,
Orion is a
some love
goat.
lately. I like
He
it.
just got held back.
Hey, I
Orion
need to
did-
ask you
Oh,
something.
I
very-
agree. I agree.
need to
Orion had a great character set up.
Hey, I need to ask you something very important, B-Dubs.
All right,
If you have Xander on your team, is playing Xander actually going to work?
of course, Plan Xander is gonna work for sure.
All right.
Dude, if you
Just
put
checking.
Xander on your team, please let Plan Xander
Work together.
work at least
That would be
once.
awesome.
At least at the bar or something.
Yeah.
Trust me, when you got girls like Summer and Shelby on the team, Plan Xander's got to work.
Shelby don't need to be focused on any other guy except for Tyler. Don't make my girl Shelby a hoe. Please.
No, of course
Wow.
not. That's my wife. Are you kidding me? That's my Ranger wife. Never.
Don't pimp her out, man.
Hell
Please.
no. Hell no. Hell no.
Hell to the no, not to the hell.
All right.
What is
All right,
this?
10, you are up with the verses.
It's time.
Time to fight.
Now, as we've established before, E and Austin. In our versus segment, we take two characters from the Power Rangers universe and pit them against each other in
Or-
both a clash of characters and a clash of combat. So, Today's versus is Ransik, the mutant criminal from Time Force, versus Master Org, the polluting, malevolent force from Wild Force.
Orgs.
So, let's just go
I
member by
gotta make
member.
sure it's
Let's
not
go
one
member
sided
by
though.
member and see if the teams are balanced. Austin, which team do you pick?
You know what? I think I would have to go with not Rancid, Master Org on this one.
Orgs.
All right.
Do I need to give
Austin
my
is going
explanation
for
now,
Master
or is that?
Org.
Do I need to give the explanation now or later?
Later.
Later.
Save
All
it for
right.
later. That's your defense.
All right. Blackwing, which team are you picking? Blackwing.
Blackwing.
B-dubs.
All right, we're just gonna come back to him. E, which team do you pick, Ransik or Master Org?
I pick Rancid.
All right, we have one for Ransik and one for Org. Jay, I have a feeling I know which team you're gonna pick. Which team?
Skip me.
Ransik or
Skip
Master
me.
Org? Skip me for you. All right,
Yeah.
Mr. Awesome. I don't know. Let's see. It's like a shot in the dark. Okay, it's a shot in the dark. I don't know which team you're gonna pick, but I have a feeling that you're leaning slightly ever towards Master Org.
I thought I was gonna pick
Orgs.
Lothor.
Orgs.
We'll get
All
one
right.
day.
As
Okay.
I
I just
am the moderator and an odd member of the podcast, I will stay neutral. So we're gonna
So
come
what
back to
is it?
Blackwing. It's Ransik
So-
versus Org with currently Ransik only has one defender and Master Org has two.
Okay. So who we with? Oh, Blackwing. Yo,
Blackwing, yeah.
Blackwing. Blackwing.
Blackwing,
Blackwing, you dead?
what happened?
Please
He
don't be
might
dead.
be.
Don't be
Well,
dead.
he might be. He might
This.
be trying to
Keep
talk.
going.
Oh.
There's no other member.
No, I was gonna say
Okay,
it's
okay,
like
I'm gonna add
I
him in the
remember.
chat.
He's in the chat. It's just, oh boy, Jay, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to edit this entire segment out.
Yeah, great.
It's
AFK
AFK.
currently. All right. Well, can you just tell us your team for now? It's Master Org or Ransik. They had a crossover.
Oh,
Just
me?
Ransik. All right. So Blackwing has
Even
designated
team.
himself Team Ransik. So Jay, do you have a team you want to prefer?
Mm,
Since both are pretty much split evenly, do you want to give one team extra help?
honestly, I'm gonna have to go with Rancid.
Yep, I had a feeling.
Ooh.
Right, so currently there are 3 members on Team Ransik and 2 members on Team Org. I would love for it to have been even, but Deca left. So
Unless you want to hop on, or
I'm the moderator. I cannot have bias. So
who could have been
let's
y'all
go
help?
first. In terms of character, who do you think is the better character overall? Team Ransik, since you're the earlier season, we'll give you a starting point.
Real quick, I just want to say,
Oh, shoot.
Can Master Org pull a knife out of his leg? No. Okay.
Okay, that's for combat. Let's save it for characters. We're in
Sorry, I
characters
thought
right
we
now.
were. Sorry, I thought we were on combat right now. I didn't know
No,
we
we're
were
gonna
on
start.
better
We start
characters.
this off with a discussion of character, and
Okay.
then we're gonna go into combat because I have 3 separate categories for combat.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna stick with my answer then, since we're talking about character.
All right. So first off,
Sorry
Team
about that.
Ransik.
I was
Let's get an
AFK. My
opening
bad.
point from you.
Well, with Rancid, I feel like his character development was very interesting because the main point of his character development was kind of racism in a way because he didn't trust humans because he was treated badly because he was different. Kind of like in the same vein of like, Magneto from the X-Men. So you kind of like feel for him, especially if you are a person of color. But you also feel like, which made like his redemption even better because he learned that, that sometimes that hatred can fill you and you end up like almost hurting the people that you love, which he almost did with his daughter concerning
Yep.
Frax. So like that whole dynamic of his character was very interesting, especially for a kids show. So yeah, that's my opening statement.
One of the reasons why he will
All
always be
right.
one of the best.
That's right.
Austin, do you concur that point entirely, or do you have anything to add?
I do concur, and I also have something to add while also adding something to contradict with that. So everything you said, I almost, if not completely, agree with. And one thing that I think he has in common with Master Org is that...
Wait, your teamwork. So
Wait,
I was actually going to ask if Jay had literally anything else to add to that, because that was going to be the main point for Rancic.
But so as I was saying,
I'm sorry. Master Org was going to come later, but Jay, do you have anything to add to the Rancic side?
Yeah. Oh, did he go already?
Well, Austin's for Team Org, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
he said pretty much that Rancic's character arc, and his overall lesson was that his character arc was dealing with the themes of racism and the cycle
Yeah.
of vengeance, and how his desire for revenge almost hurt the ones that he cared about. So do you have anything to say about that, or add
Yeah,
to
I
it?
mean, I definitely agree with what she said. I'll also go with the fact that he's also like a family man. I don't know how much she dived into that, but like one thing about one of the best villains is that a lot of times the protection of their child or any family member drives them to be like more ruthless than like, any other villain. Like having a motive or having something to push you forward is what like makes you like elite, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, because for example, you can be a ruthless bad villain, but there's always something that's going to push you over the edge. And I feel like Rancic had that, and that kind of like gives him like that boost and advantage, in my opinion.
Okay. So, Master Org team, what is either your counter argument or your defense for why you think Master Org is a superior character to Rancic?
All right, so I'm kind of, if y'all don't mind, I'm kind of going to use y'all's argument to piggyback off of, while also sort of agreeing and contradicting with what you said.
That's allowed.
So what I was trying to say earlier is that one thing that I think Master Org and Rancic have in common is that their actions are both a result of what has been seen in both those two, along with Astronema and Tenaya 7, and that it kind of represents that not everyone is born evil, but you're either raised or taught to be evil, or in the case of Rancic and Master Org, you choose to make these choices that you make, and you choose to be evil like this. What makes Rancic such a good villain is that he's, like you said earlier, he was pushed to the edge. He was, because of the racism that was brought onto him, he was pushed to be the type of person that he was, which is very common. But what I think makes Master Org a lot more unique is that, unlike Rancic and unlike almost every single other villain in Power Rangers, is that he is human. He is a human that went psychotic and went mad for something that was that compared to everything else in this world, especially in the world of Power Rangers, was mildly inconvenient for him. He chose to absorb the powers of this evil force that's been living in dormant for centuries or thousands of years. He chose to take this power and kill 2 human beings because one of them didn't reciprocate how he felt. And he felt cheated out of because of the progress that they made that didn't involve him. And he was a human that went mad with power. And that's something that you wouldn't see in Power Rangers often. That's something you would see in Kamen Rider with their villains, but not Power Rangers. So he was a human.
That's a deep analysis.
He was a human that chose to go mad, chose to make these decisions, chose to hurt other people, the same beings as him, and find enjoyment out of it, while also manipulating another living species that was missing their guide, that was missing their guide and their lead.
Okay. So, your arguments for Master Org, if I can summarize correctly, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, is that piggybacking off the Ransik argument, he deeply represents the themes of the season in the season theme of hate and the choice to be evil. I'm suddenly losing my goddamn words.
Yeah, sorry. I think that choice of evil thing was I think I was just throwing that part out there as not as like an overall topic, but sort of one of the things that's kind of one of the examples that's given into Master Org that he sort of represents.
Okay. So, like how Ransik represents the theme of the cycle of vengeance and how it's only a toxic cycle that keeps going, Master Org over here represents the cycle of hate and greed. And that's why, and like, so it's almost like the parallels, but they're kind of overlapping.
Sort of. And he also kind of represents that small percentage of the human race that's willing to give up anything good about what makes a human as good as they are to benefit themselves, especially if it shows any type of deconstruction or destruction of your fellow man, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm kind of liking that. Mr. Austin, do you have anything to add to that?
All right. Okay. If Ransik's arc was that he was more like the beings that he was hating, then Master Org's lack of arc mean he was basically the dictionary definition of a monster. He chose to kill his 2 former friends just because Cole's mom didn't reciprocate his feelings and they were having a child, and he felt jealous, he felt cheated out of, and instead of dealing with the problem in a healthy way, he chose to act out in a very monstrous way, giving into those negative feelings, which later would become his downfall with their son Cole. Because during their first confrontation, where Master Org revealed that he was the one who killed Cole's parents, it was kind of like his attempt to get Cole to hate him, so a sort of cycle of hate can continue, so Cole can feel though at least a similar type of feeling that Master Org did when he was killed back then.
Yep.
All right. So we have our character arguments pretty much out of the way. I think it's time to get into the really exciting bit of these verses. Now, the setup, the scenario, if you will. Kind of like Reinforcements of the Future, but
We doing the fight scenario now?
we are doing the fight right now.
Ooh,
then we do it just like last time. Ransik.
All right,
I got you. Ransik. recently escaped from like Time Force's prison system. He's wandering. Oh God, what's the city from Wild Force?
Coral Harbor?
What?
No.
Oh, they're not even close.
Wait, you're talking about Time Force's city
Wild
then?
Force's city. Wild Force's city. Like
Was it
Turtle
Coral Harbor?
Cove. Turtle
Hmm?
Turtle
Cove.
Cove.
Turtle Cove.
Turtle Cove. Turtle
Who's Coral
Cove.
Harbor again?
So Ransik strolls into Turtle Cove.
In full armor and
Master-
everything.
Yep. Ready to fight something. Pretty much ready to fight the Wild Force Rangers. And Master Org stops him because he's pretty much claimed the Wild Force Rangers for himself. It's one of those like pride things, you know?
Yep.
And
Bastard.
the two start to
That is
stand
pride.
off. Here are the 3 categories for these versus fights. We have firepower. How much damage can you deal? How powerful, how big a punch can you pack? And we then have agility. Who is faster? Who can hit the opponent quicker?
Ooh.
And then we have endurance. Who can take the hardest punch? Who can take the most damage? Not only still keep fighting.
I already got my answers for this.
I'm ready for
All right. First off,
Team
we'll start
Ransik?
off with firepower. Team Ransik, what is Ransik's greatest achievement in firepower? What was his most destructive?
His most destructive moment definitely came in the final battle where he was pretty much mopping the floor with the Time Force Rangers, literally wiping them out in just one hit. Literally just one hit KO the Rangers and they're done.
Okay.
So I will also have to say, I don't know if it's a machete that comes out his knee. Is that what it is? A machete?
It's a
Yeah, that or
sword.
like a
It's a
sword.
sword.
Because
It's a
honestly,
sword.
It's a bone
whatever.
sword.
Yeah, whatever
whole
that
body's
thing
a
is made
weapon.
of. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's another one. His whole body is a weapon. You can pull something out of anywhere. But one thing I would say, I would mention specifically about that one sword though, like one slash of that thing, and that thing took out Alex the first episode.
That one that he pulls out of his back.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, I forgot about also the blade in his
Whatever.
arm. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that
Ooh.
too.
I
If
forgot
anyone
about
don't
that.
know who Alex is,
That's a nice
Alex
blade.
was the
It is.
original
Red Ranger.
Ranger. Yeah, the original Red Ranger who looks like Wes, but is not Wes.
Jen's fiance and Wes's ascendant.
Descendant.
Great granddad,
Descendant.
right?
Great
Wait,
Sounds
yeah.
like implied.
Wait, I thought
Jen's-
descendants are the ones after and ascendant is
Yeah.
the ones
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Alex is
grandpa.
Wes's descendant.
Oh
Because
yeah, you're right.
Wes
I'm
is
sorry.
Alex's ancestor.
Jen's
I'm s-
X.
I make
I'm
an offer for
old.
Christmas dinner when Jen showed up.
But yeah, Rancic took out Alex with one slash. He definitely took out the whole entire team in the finale, and he hasn't been defeated. He actually got arrested.
Pretty
which is
much.
two different. Like the difference
That's
between his
true.
defeat and Master Org's defeat, which we're not gonna get into that finale.
Right.
But,
Oh, I got you.
Gotta
I
shut
got you.
up.
Alex.
Shut up.
yeah,
Now, Team
hell on
Org.
Wild Force.
Team Master Org.
But
What is Master
yeah.
Org's greatest feat of firepower? When has he
Alright.
packed the most punch?
Master Org himself already since the beginning, Master Org himself already had the power of 3,000 years worth of evil energy and power from these orgs.
Pollution.
And he's the higher up of said orgs that I guess sort of have just a bit
He's
of
the
his
ruler
power.
by default.
And by
he
the
is
end
the
of the
strongest
season,
among them.
and by the end of the season, since we're talking about going into the finale and stuff, first of all, when you just thinking about the size that he grew into and just how many swipes it took just to take out every single Wild Zord. It took all 6 Rangers, about 20-something Zords, and then the essence of 70, the essence of about 80 other Zords to just destroy his body.
Yeah.
That's enough said in terms of firepower.
Okay.
I think the arguments are
Okay.
gonna. The other arguments I have are for the other topics. I think.
Right.
Can
So,
Rancid? Oh, the real question: Can
now let's
Rancid
talk.
handle a Megazord fight?
Let's that's true.
We'll say that for
Rancic never
endurance.
had to deal with a Megazord. He never
Let's
had to
say
deal with a Time Force Megazord.
Let's say that for endurance.
Yeah.
All right. There's now a subset that I want to do. Combat capability, as in who has like on the ground who packs more of a punch.
I definitely gotta say Ranzik for that one because let's be honest, if you pay attention, every single time
Yeah.
the Time Force Rangers go against him, they always lose. Really, like even
Really
in
quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
Jen was the only one to get back up, and that's only because she was really determined to like bring him in because of like what happened to Alex. Like
And
I
even then,
said
she
she
caught him.
still
earlier.
She
got
caught
ass
him off
whooped.
guard basically.
Yeah, basically like I
That's the
said
only.
earlier,
That's the only way
like
she won.
people with a motive, that's what like really drives them to like
Determination.
yeah, so like
And
which
I
is what
promise
Jen
you,
had to.
I'm
I
going
will
to do it.
it.
I love that line.
And in this discussion, one of the villains got defeated and the other one didn't. Just throwing that out there, you know.
Right. But we'll get into that later. Master Orgs supporters. What are his like on the ground combat capabilities?
I will say
Who's
this one
Master
is a little
Org?
more difficult to argue since Rancic is more nimble and maneuverable. But when he was on the ground, Master Org held himself back a lot, almost every single time he fought. The only time he didn't really hold back was with
His second form.
that fight was with that fight against Cole when he had the other Rangers trapped, and that was before,
Oh, yeah, that.
and that was while he was mostly human before
Yeah.
before the entire powers of the Org had taken over him. When
Mhm.
they were in Turtle Cove and all of those vines were wrapped around the city, that was all of his power just destroying everything around him. And then when he fought the Rangers, like just a flip on the head, knocked the wings off the wings of Animarium. And then again, he was still toying with them. He killed the god of the Wild Zords. Again, killed all the other Wild Zords. Well, let's also bring up the fact that he can handle a couple of Megazord fights, more than one in just one episode.
That's true.
He, aside from Princess Shayla, which he could have easily bodied and killed,
For sure.
he literally destroyed the entire source of the Wild Force powers. And that was something Rancic didn't do.
Right. Mr. Awesome, you got something to say?
No, he pretty much just made our entire argument for me, Austin.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So we have both sides. Let's see.
Can we get to
terms of
endurance?
firepower.
I'm itching for the endurance part.
This is kind of weird. This is
Wait,
kind of
did
weird.
Eve say her piece
because when
on this one?
Oh wait, I got a good defense against friggin' Rancic, but I'll wait.
All right. Well, for firepower, I'm torn because on the ground, Rancic has literally never been beaten, and from what I remember of Time Force, he did quite a lot of damage to those Rangers.
Quite is an understatement. More like mollywopped.
But on the other hand,
he's just lucky he can see out of those eyes.
single-handedly took down every single Wild Force sword.
Well, in
Like
defense, one season actually
that's
had
gotta mean
Zords.
something. That's gotta mean something.
Who did Rancic
didn't
kill?
have Zord fights.
Just one Red Ranger, and he was a dick. That's it.
Okay. And Rancic's power?
So it's
he
like
literally got them from Orgs. That's my defense. Rancic power got his power from Orgs.
You know what?
Finally, someone brings
Bitch.
up reinforcement from the future.
I was waiting for someone to bring that up. I was gonna bring it up too. I was like, ooh, somebody gotta bring up the mute orgs.
That's like too big of a fact not to mention.
You know what? Thank you, Mr. Awesome, because I always forget about that.
Isn't
How do you
org like
forget
a
about
fancy
that?
name for
I
Like
was
mutant
gonna
this.
though?
say, like,
awesome, dude.
reinforcements from the future was a special.
Mm-hmm. That's just I just
So,
tend to forget about that part of the flashback. That's literally the only one of the that's literally like the only thing in that team up that I forget.
He just gets his
I
power.
only remember
Aside
it
from
because I watched it
The
for Power
lesser
Ranger stuff.
orgs
aside
too.
Wait, how
aside
did
from
he
the
get
fact
his power?
aside from
He
the
got
fact
it
that
from the
Merrick
mute
didn't
orgs.
show up until the climax, that's the only thing I always forget. Anyways,
Wait,
let's
but isn't
continue.
he from the future?
Right.
Rancid gave the org his mutant DNA so they can be break free, and in return, the org went into his body and gave him some org power.
But isn't he from
You
the
wonder where he got
future?
his sword from? That was from the orgs.
Isn't he from the future though?
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah.
Trap.
So
Do you
how
not
did
And the mute
remember
org traveled
reinforcements
from
from
the
the
future to the
future?
past.
Hey,
I
at
don't
the end of
remember
the
that
day,
part.
the future is still racist, so
Wait. So
well then
Fair knows
the
again,
Loki
orgs was
Nazi
in the
shit.
past, right? The org is
What?
from the past, right?
The
There's no
orgs are from
orgs in the
the mute
future.
org came from the future, but they were stuck in the past. But they went to the past.
no, the orcs
Okay.
You need
orcs
to
kind of
rewatch
lasted throughout all
reinforcements
of
from the
time.
future.
facts,
Those three
bro.
That part.
Right.
They weren't
Stop.
really
Let's stop getting
past.
they
off
weren't
topic. Let's go back on topic.
yeah.
So we've covered firepower. The next category is, of course, agility. Who can maneuver faster? Who can hit quicker?
Okay, look.
Team Rancic. Go
You
ahead.
seen the way? All right, actually, hold up. I'll let E stay her piece. E, go ahead.
Say my piece about what?
His
Rancic's
Rancic's
agility.
endurance.
How fast is Rancic in combat?
He could be faster, but with all that stuff he got on. But he can hold his own against the Rangers, especially with them being younger than him in terms of age and stuff. Well, granted, like
I was gonna say Time Force in general has slow fight scenes though. Like
yeah,
they're all the same pace.
but in terms of that, he's quick. Like he has a lot more ground fights than Master Orc, and with well, I guess to twist the word, like Master Orc, like he fought the Rangers, but he didn't put a lot of sweat into it, like Rancid did, in terms of fighting them.
Because he didn't need to.
Let's just specifically talk about Rancic. Let's just specifically talk about Rancic. Let's not bring up Org yet.
didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's just not bring up Org yet. Rancic, you're still going.
Okay, well, yeah, basically that's it. He has a lot more sweat in the game, and has a lot more like physical battles to fight and stuff. So he's a little bit fast. He's more faster. Well, he's faster.
Okay. So you argue he is more, we see more of his agility in fights due to him having more ground fights.
Yes.
He'd
All
be like
right.
Obi-Wan saying, like, it's
Jay,
over, I got
Blackwing,
the
do you
high
have
ground.
anything to say?
When it comes to speed though, the thing is like we've seen like Master or like
I am not talking
I
about
guess
Master
We're
Org.
talking
I'm
about
talking
no.
about
Rancid,
I'm
Rancic.
bro.
comparing the two.
I
Like
am
for
talking about
example,
Rancic specifically. Let's keep it.
like all right, I would just say we see like the writers and not writers, but they written like a lot of like action fight scenes for Ranzik. So I would just have to say like based off that, I don't know, like yeah, he got it. He can keep up with the Rangers. Like there's fight scenes from Time Force where it's like I don't know if y'all remember, but there's scenes where they're kind of like going really fast and the screen gets like choppy or whatever. You know, like how Ninja Storm
Oh, the
does
Matrix
sometimes.
scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where like fighting really quick and stuff, and they're like almost like super speed.
Red
I don't know
Forever
if
is a
their
good
power
example with that.
is that like the camera work or is that their actual like powers is being like
That's
super
just
fast?
I feel like that's just the
I'm pretty
Sentai
sure that's their
footage.
powers.
Because if that's their powers, then Rancic is pretty fast to keep up with them.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he can keep up with super speed, then like I definitely feel like he definitely got the speed in his pocket on that. And I don't know if you want to add to that, Blackwing. but I'm putting super speed in there.
Got you.
All right. Blackwing, you have anything to add?
Like I said, endurance. He's just pretty much. If you've seen the way how he fights and how he just bounces from wall to wall, it's just straight up savagery. It's just like, even if you're just like walking down the street and you try to get away from him, he could just like jump over you. He'll be right in front of you.
Okay. Can someone answer me? So I'm pretty sure Jay just said it, but like his greatest feat of when he's going fast or any reason he would be faster. I think
All right,
Jay answered that.
remember. Okay, right after he knocked Katie out hard, not Trent. No, wait, no, I'm wrong. It was actually Katie.
Sure.
He was the one that he took down first. I mean, not first. Quick, like he jumped from like one car to another wall, and then on top of the car, and just straight up knocked down Katie with one punch, I believe.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
He was car hopping.
I felt that.
He was
All
car
right.
hopping.
Right.
Didn't he
So
also like catch a ranger off the wall, if I'm not mistaken? Like
He
someone
threw
tried to like run up,
Lucas into a bridge.
like
I
someone
felt
tried
that
to run
too.
off the wall really quick, and then he like caught him and like choke slammed him. I'm pretty sure
all
it was
right.
one of those scenes.
All right. So Team Rancic has said their piece. Team Master Org, do you have anything to rebuttal for agility?
Sort of. I mean, I will give it this. Rancic is definitely more agile than Master Org. I think it's because Master Org definitely has a lot more firepower than Rancic because he's so bulky that he doesn't have as much agility as Rancic does. Because you almost never see him without his staff, and that staff like definitely gives him power. And even without his staff, he still has like a great amount of power. But
Yeah.
because of how much firepower he has and how much strength he has, he doesn't really maneuver that much. Whether up close or further away, it's not really that much of a difference in terms of his movement because he doesn't really need to do because he can't really do much in terms of movement, so he makes up for that with his firepower.
Okay. So, Mr. Awesome, do you have anything to add?
Okay. Well, like I said, like everyone else kind of agrees, Ransek is definitely more agile, but Master Org definitely outbeats him by power mostly. And you can't forget about this: Master Org can actually teleport to make up for that speed disadvantage for a bit.
You know what? Let's act like I didn't forget that.
Wait, say that again.
Master Org can teleport.
So can Ranzik.
No,
Let's act like I didn't
I don't
forget that
remember
too.
Rancic teleporting.
No, Rancic can teleport because
He
he
uses his
stole the
face to
device
teleport.
the first episode.
I feel like every Power Ranger villain can teleport away. That's just
Okay, but like, is it of his own ability or is it an outside thing,
it's his own
an outside
ability.
device?
Ability.
For
Rancic
both
can
Well,
teleport. I didn't
Yeah, for
remember
both of them,
that.
it's their own
from what
ability.
we've seen, like he was able to do it on his own, and he was able to like teleport anyone who was around him. But like I think
Yeah.
the other villains need Ranzik to do it. Like the whole they all can't teleport. I think it was just Ranzik. We only seen it happen with Ranzik, if that makes sense.
Has he ever teleported himself?
By
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Well, he's
Has he
always
ever
with
teleported
somebody.
himself in a fight?
No, because he never needed to run. Like he's always like had the upper hand. But I mean, like we've
No,
seen him
well,
teleport, but like he's never needed to flee from a fight and teleport. Is that what you're asking? Like he's
Okay.
always teleported to enter a fight and to leave a fight, but it was never like, you know what I mean?
And it was
Like
it
he
was
was.
you know what?
always it was always shown that he was doing like he used his own powers to do the teleporting, and there wasn't an outside device.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've never shown the outside device.
All
That's just,
right,
I don't know.
so
It's
I
just
guess we can chalk it up to Rancic also has teleportation. So, when it comes to agility, yeah, I'm just gonna give the point to Rancic. I don't think Org had any real
Yeah.
arguments for agility. But
He's more of a.
here's another fun part. Here's another fun
He's
part.
a heavy.
What about endurance?
Oh.
We just talk about
you got this
endurance?
in the bag.
Nope.
No, we talked about agility.
Oh.
I'm
ready.
Endurance
Elaborate
is
on
how
endurance.
hard.
That's why I said that.
Okay,
How
okay.
All
hard
right,
he can
so
punch.
Team Rancic.
All
What is
right.
the hardest hit that Rancic has taken and got back
Ranzik?
up fighting?
Ranzik took a blow from a battleizer and still survived. Barely, but still survived.
Huh.
That's the biggest blow that he's ever took.
Okay.
I was about to say I have to go back and rewatch it. Didn't he take a blow from like both battleizers at the same time?
No, it was just one. It was just
It was
Wes.
just one. Okay.
Wes was the only battleizer damage that he took.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Jay, don't tell me you gotta rewatch Time Force again, bro.
Bro, listen, I haven't seen it.
Ain't nothing
in a
wrong with
minute.
rewatching Time Force.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Like I've seen the whole thing like multiple times. It's just after a while you watch other stuff and you gotta like remember.
Yeah, when you watch Sentais and Rangers, and can be kind of some of the details in the fights can be kind of muddled.
Especially certain questions like, oh, what's the hardest hit he took? You gotta go back and rewatch those. But
I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right.
All right, so do you guys concur that was the hardest hit that Rancic's ever taken and still fought?
I was gonna say I don't remember as much hard hits that he took. I mean,
E, you got anything?
No, not at this time.
All right, so we're gonna go with the battleizer fight. We're gonna go with the battleizer scene for Rancic. Master Org. What's the hardest hit he's taken and still fought?
All right, I'm about to ruin this whole team's career.
Oh boy, once he says that, I believe it.
Let me ask this as well. Can I also add sort of stamina to this argument that I'm about to make?
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Because there's also another point that I want to make. So
all right.
first
Well, if
point,
it adds into endurance, then fine.
yeah. So first point that I want to make, it's kind of just to kind of reflect what they had said. The hardest hit that Rancic took was from a battleizer. The second and top hardest hit that Rancic took was a Megazord finisher, and he still came back to life. And then he took powerful blasts from 6 Rangers and 100 Zords.
Rancic or Master Org?
And here's the
Master
fact.
Org.
Here's the fact.
Master Org. And he took blasts from 6 Rangers and 100 Zords, and they still needed a team finisher to permanently finish him off. And that's the main point that I want to make. But one other argument that I want to make, Rancic is a druggie. He needs a drug to stay alive.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a
That's a fair
point.
point.
And if the wild
way to
and if the
attack
wild
his personal issues.
Master
And if
Org,
it's-
out of every
and if
villain
this
out of the franchise, is confirmed to have the most destroyed Zord kill count per se. He's the only villain that killed the most Zords. No other villain can
Got
say
rid
that.
of.
not even
That's
Rito,
fair.
and he had the most
Not even
graphic.
Rito.
That's fair. I don't really think there's an option here. Master Org did take quite a lot of Megazord finishers.
He got more wins.
So I think I'm just gonna have to give that to Master Org. Endurance has to go to Master Org.
Yes.
Oh man, this is a good.
So
Who had the first one? I missed that one.
I think I tied it because both have pretty equally impressive displays of power.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Because think about it, Rancic absolutely destroyed the Rangers on the ground, and he's never lost a fight. Even in Reinforcements from the Future, when he was gonna sacrifice his own life to destroy the Mutorgs, he didn't die, so he never lost that.
Ooh,
Master Org could have destroyed the
you're
Rangers
right.
as well, but he literally got bored and said, "You know what? I'm gonna grow and step on y'all. Oh, y'all got Zords? Knock you out. Knock you out. Knock you out. Oh, hey,
And
little
got
bird.
killed by the
But
Zord.
can I ask
Huge
a
flex.
question? Can I ask a
What's up?
question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, but I guess in comparison, would that count because of Sentai footage? Because of Time
No, Master
Ranger's
Org's an
main
original character.
But I'm saying, but they used his monster form from Sentai footage.
Yep, that would still count because it's still part of the story.
Yeah.
I mean,
If it's
yeah,
still
I
part of the
guess
season, if it is still part of the season, and it is considered
Sentai.
canon, then it counts.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like compare the two because Ransik didn't do a lot of Zord fights because his main Sentai counterpart was kind of killed off before the season ended.
To be fair,
You get
It
what
Ransik
I'm
was
was
trying to.
Rancic and Time
yeah,
Ranger.
yeah.
No,
No.
the
That's
main
original.
villain
Yeah.
in Time Ranger was basically Gluto's counterpart, and he basically
Yeah,
got
the
shot.
chain dude.
He was a
Yeah.
smoker.
Yeah, pretty much.
To be fair,
Right.
Ransik was that good. He didn't really need to deal with the Zords.
I was gonna say he
True.
didn't have a Zord fight.
Well, he didn't really have anything to deal with the Zords. If anything, it was more of Frax dealing with the Zords himself because he would
With the
always
Time Ranger.
drift away from
Yeah,
Ransik
wait a
and do
minute.
his own thing.
Did Rancic actually fight the Megazord? I thought Frax destroyed
Oh
it.
no,
Nope.
absolutely not. It was just
Ransik never
Frax.
fought a
Frax
Megazord
the one who fought the
ever.
Megazord.
It was just
Rancic
Frax.
never got big. He stayed
Ever.
even. Yeah.
It was just Frax and his
Yeah,
close
I don't
friends.
remember Rancic getting big
Nope.
Nope, never
Because
happened.
he
So do
Never
we
had a
can't.
count
Zord
Zord
fight, but
because
fights?
Master Org
Frax
did.
destroyed the Megazord. Yeah.
Because Rancid can't grow big.
So do we count Zord
Plus,
fights?
Frank's like a genius, so.
But there's still the point that Rancic's never lost a fight, and he has clear, intense destructive power. Like if the
Yeah,
first
but Master,
episode is
it took a
literally
lot to
anything
take
to go
down
off
Master
of,
Org.
that's true. It's more
You
for
know what?
endurance,
You know what I just
but
you know what I just
also
realized?
in Master
Sorry,
Org's
do you mind?
corner, in terms of
I
his
need to.
power, in terms of his straight up raw power, he did destroy 3 Megazords.
Yeah, there is one thing.
Yeah.
There is one other thing that I want to add. Aside from the season finale, when he, of course, lost and was killed, the only other time he lost a fight was when he went toe to toe with Cole,
Yes.
and when he used the Animarium armor to win that fight, he didn't just use his power; he reflected Master Oric's power that he was blasting at him.
Fair.
Oh, Master Org lost his
So
toe
he
to fight
took a
with
pretty
his Red
hard hit.
Ranger.
Ooh, you right. Ooh.
That's true. None of the Time Force Rangers blasted one of Rancic's own attacks at him.
Hey, Rancic took out 2 Red Rangers. Yours
I
lost
don't think
your Red
I don't
Ranger.
think the Time Force Rangers had the ability to reflect Rancic's power.
They didn't even lay a scratch on him.
Plus,
They-
the Rancic power came
The
from
only-
Org.
The only scratch that Rancic did have was that deformation of his eye, and that wasn't even because of the Rangers.
Yeah.
And he got more
Okay,
powerful because of the
so-
Orgs. He freed some Org and got their powers.
All right, well, I don't know because like Rancic never lost a ground fight, but Master Org also destroyed 3 Megazords, so it's a weird equalizing thing to me.
Master
I don't
Org
know.
only lost because his power was used against him.
On the ground.
And it took a lot to take. Yeah, on the ground.
It took his power and then some.
When Cole defeated him?
Heck, it was only Cold Choi that he didn't finish on Master Org right then and there.
See?
I
Now,
remember Cole serving him
If
up.
Cole
though.
had
That's all I
if Cole
remember.
had went down the wrong path, yeah, Master Org definitely would be losing this debate. But he chose to be the better man, and unfortunately, that bit him in the ass.
Oh, wait, so Cole, Cole
But-
almost won, right? But he decided not to kill him.
Yep.
But Cole
Yeah,
would have
and-
won that fight, right?
Cole would have won that fight if he did not decide to spare Master Orc Light just to prove he wasn't going to go down the same path as him.
I'm just saying, no one had to spare Ranzik. Like, Ranzik took him out every time. Just saying.
Hey, Jen was ready to kill Rancic.
In fact,
And
yeah,
Rancic took out
Rancic
Alex.
did give himself up.
Hey, let me say this.
Ranzik
Let me
turned
say
good,
this.
though.
Hey, who attacked their own daughter?
But
Rancic.
that was by accident, though, right?
Yeah.
It was by accident.
Still messed up.
But he was
I mean, that would
consumed by
make him more
hatred.
ruthless, though. If
You
it
know,
was
I was
on
about to
purpose.
say
Oh
Master
well, if
Orc.
he's wait a minute.
I was about to say
but
Master
wait a
Orc
minute.
wouldn't do that, but no, he would definitely do that.
Master Org killed 2 people because
Mas-
one
no,
person
Master
didn't
Or-
love him.
Master Org will probably do it on purpose, as opposed to Rancic.
He would
That's
be
how savage he
like,
is.
he would be like Grand Wish Grandine, like
Man, Master Org
my
would have
kid
lost
just gotta
halfway through
go.
the season.
All right, well,
She hosts the key
Well
to my
then.
humanity. She gotta go.
I think we wrapped up pretty much every aspect of this debate. So, while I personally think Rancic might have a small advantage when it comes to the fight, if Master Org doesn't like do the whole gigantic thing, I think on the ground Rancic would win. But I think it's ultimately up to our audience. So, comment down below, or if we manage to do it this time, vote up with the iCard in the top right corner. Who do you think won this versus? Who do you think would win in a fight, and who do you think is the better character? Rancic
Let us know in the
or
comments
Master Org?
below.
Yeah, absolutely. We love that engagement. We
Hey,
love to see our community.
Master Org doesn't have any moralities. He doesn't have like a Zord escalation rule that he has to abide to. If he needs to grow, he's gonna grow.
True.
He will kick
Thanks
Rancic like
to
a
the
little soccer
Sentai
ball
counterpart.
straight to the moon.
Right. So, comment
And
down
on
below.
that note,
Who do you think won this fight? And I'll leave it back up to Jay to wrap us all up.
All right, Jay Savage, and I am here with Austin,
Hey.
Blackwing.
thank you guys so much for listening. Of course, you can find me at Blackwing2040 on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
E.
Hi. Oh well, bye.
Sigh.
No plug-in? Okay.
Mr. Awesome.
This was fun. If I didn't have to go to work at 3 a.m. in the morning, I would like to do this more often.
Oh
Same.
man,
Yikes.
please, we would love to have you on again. This was fun.
Absolutely.
This was the best episode.
All right. Okay, let me get my outro. Okay, find me at Twitter at _Mr. Awesome _.
And last but not least, Tanera.
Thank you all so much for watching, and I'd say keep an eye out. The legacy of power has yet to be told.
Ooh.